What up? What up? What up, chat? When you don't know what to do, be consistent. That's the rule. When you don't know what to do, just be consistent. Everything else will work itself out.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
That's the rule of thumb, y'all. Rule of life. When you don't know what to do, just be consistent. That'll always beat most things. Hold on, y'all. Trying to do the right thing. Trying to do the right thing. Trying to do the right thing. I'm just 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 trying to do the right. Trying to do the right. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm just trying to do the right. Trying to do the right. I just want to do the right thing. I just want to do the right thing. I just want to do the right thing. I just want to do the right. Want to do the right. I just want to do the right thing. Damn.
43.9.
Snatch, yeah. That look like 275 maybe. Oh, single leg box jumps? Okay. Power clean? Hit! Ooh. Six exercises. This wasn't six.
43.9.
Right. I've done this plenty of times, but oh no, it was six. No, this is five. So where's number six? Oh yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. That boy can fly though. Having a 40-inch standing vert is really impressive. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, this is the girl from Dr. Phil, right?
Do you still feel like you cheat at all?
I spend unnecessary money. I spend a lot of money on them. I have like 1,000 bear bricks.
The real ones. So how much they cost?
They could run you up to like 6,000. Some of them are like $10,000.
What's the most you spent in a day?
90.
On what?
Clothes and bags and shoes.
So you got like the little crocodile Birkins and shit like that?
I used to. My house got robbed. They took all my Birkins and all my Chanels. $600,000 they stole in Florida. I didn't have homeowners insurance because of my mom. She f***ed my shit up when I was young.
Do you still feel like you cheat at all?
I spend unnecessary money. I spend a lot of money on them. I have like 1,000 bear bricks.
The real ones. So how much they cost?
They could run you up
She looks really different in the face,
to
though.
like 6,000. Some of them are like $10,000.
Does she have like
What's
work
the most
done?
you spent in the day?
90
On what?
clothes and bags and shoes.
So you got like the little crocodile Birkins and like that.
I used to. My house got.
On Cannibal, man, that don't even sound right. Where the fuck is that at?
This is the loneliest house in the world. Oh, it's so lonely, no. There are tons of conspiracy theories around it. Like some people think a billionaire built this place in case of a zombie apocalypse. Some people think it's like a religious cult. But most people just want to move here and get away from their problems.
Don't be surprised if one day I just...
No, but on a real note, this trip is said to be extremely dangerous. And locals say you'd have to be stupid to try to go with no experience. Which really only leaves one man for this job. Hello, hello. Clearly, I'm not prepared for a country named Iceland. Basically, I'm taking a taxi to a ferry. That ferry's gonna drop me off at an island. And from that island, I'm going to the island with the loneliest house in the world on it. I made it! Lunar Malunar. Did I say that right? It's sort of a celebratory.
Harry Mellons.
Oh dear. It is so cold, I'm wearing shorts. I'm meeting a man named, like, Bajarni or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, I'm moving a little faster, so let me explain. In 2017, a man named Bajarni uploaded this YouTube video. He explores the island and the house and everything, but he's only speaking Icelandic. So I reached out to him and he actually responded, and he said he would take me to the island and make me juicy steaks. So that's about all the information I'm pulling up with, and this is Bajarni. How do you pronounce
This is kind of crazy.
your name?
Bjarni.
Bertni.
Bjarni.
Bertni.
Yeah.
So he shows me the boat we're going to be leaving on to go to the island, in treacherous waters, might I add.
It's like a pretty good sized boat. You should be fine on the water.
It's the small one.
Okay, all right.
In front of the boat and we jump.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's no pier or cozy.
Oh.
This is raw nature.
Oh my god.
Also, the
Bjartni. Bjartni. Bjartni just gave me a bunch of clothes because I wasn't prepared. Ready. I feel deathly sick to my stomach right now. Not sure if it's because I ate 2 bags of Icelandic candy, I haven't pooped in 48 hours, or I'm so scared right now. Can I just say that? And we're going in 10 minutes.
I'm curious about this. This is weird.
Alright. It's a cinematic shot. I gotta get the camera. It's. So just for the record, we're not taking this boat. We're taking that one. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Ryan.
Ragnar.
Ragnar? His name is Ragnar. My life is in the hands of a man who is 100% not afraid of anything. This dude probably eats fear for breakfast. The dark is afraid of him.
You'll drive like crazy.
Are you serious?
And you will be yourself on the way.
It's not a good sailing weather.
Love to hear that. The Icelandic Ocean is literally freezing, and I also can't swim, so they give us this life vest that gives you...
1 hour to live in the winter time. Icelandic coast.
Okay.
1 minute if you are not.
Thank you.
Okay.
I couldn't really find my drone, so I found some free stock footage to like portray my experience on the boat to the island. So I'll just cut back and forth between them.
I'm not gonna lie. I have. There's plenty of places in the world that I have no desire to go to, and this is one of them.
I just remembered I forgot to put on my goggles. These are yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm terrified. So this is the part of the video where I can never really illustrate how scared I am and like just how dangerous this is for someone like me who has no experience doing anything. But I have to jump off of this boat over the icy, deathly waters. I hope I don't fall.
Ready? Ready? Yes!
This is insane.
Yes, it is.
So this is the part where we actually climb up the mountain. We're around here.
You go first,
Okay.
and I'll be behind you.
Okay.
Always one hand on the rope.
Okay.
Okay, let's go nice and easy. Go your pace.
So the camera ends up dying, so I'm just gonna do a quick Photoshop example of what actually happened. So we're climbing up this rope at a very steep angle. I'm terrified. Garrett just talking about juicy steak. Ragnar's like, Ragnar. He's like a Pokemon or something, I don't know. We're climbing up the mountain, And at this point, I started getting ahead of Ragnar and Bajarni, and they're like, Ryan, slow down! And I'm like, guys, I can't hear you. Ragnar's like, Ryan, watch out! And that is the exact moment I slip and fall into the ocean! And then I levitate out of the water on a flying shark. The shark also asked for the goggles, the orange ones. That was just part of the transaction. We're flying around the island. He takes me over here, he takes me over there.
Wow.
Bajarni can't believe his eyes. Finally, he drops me off right at the top of the mountain. He gives me my goggles back and he leaves. So now you're caught up. I regret this. And there's a lonely house on the other side of this mountain. And I've
Yeah. What up, Josh? Yeah, I guess just I guess it's cool watching these motherfuckers do shit that I know I won't do.
got 2 Icelandic dudes to share it with. So we made it to the loneliest house in the world, but I can't forget why I'm here. I need to find out who owns this place. How did they build it? How long could you survive here without leaving? The stakes are high and they are juicy. Hopefully. I hope that's happening still. So I'm the 11,265th person to step foot in this house.
Yeah. There's some snack here. Some small steaks.
Juicy! This is the dining and sitting area.
Enjoy, my friend.
Everything that's here was carried up by hand.
Like how we climbed up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Every nail, every wood, every stick, everything was carried up.
I'm in the bedroom right now. I got this shot earlier. This is what it looks like. I can't believe where am I? This place is lonelier than an Instagram model in 2013.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I in my mind, maybe I watch too many horror movies. I just feel like this is where like I get killed. This is where I get stuffed like a pinata or some shit, and then I don't know. I just don't think this works.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry if that was even remotely offensive to any sort of demographic or community. But Journey said he's making some coffee and some pancakes in the morning, so don't mind me if I just teleport to the future, right?
I got these questions now.
A brief lesson on the animals of Lonely Island. Sheep, puffin, seals, a handsome guy. So we're about to eat, but the fog just disappeared for like 15 minutes. It's already back. I was able to snag some pictures, make some TikToks.
Don't be surprised if one day I just...
I found it! Let's go eat breakfast. Alright!
Yeah.
Breakfast is served.
Looking good.
These look really good. So the time has finally come. I've built up the confidence to ask if a billionaire owns this place. And why this house is all by itself here. And Bajarni's answer was that it's not. So this was the first loneliest house in the world, and that's the new one. So this isn't that lonely. There's 2 houses. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Bjarni says that most people think this place was built for bird scientists to study the famous puffins.
The bird scientist
Yeah.
keep this stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 12 guys.
Really?
Straight, yeah.
But that's pretty much all he could tell me, so I'm gonna go look for Jeff Bezos in the pantry. This is the pantry! How many days do you guys think you could survive off of this food right here?
For a week, I would think.
A week. This is the workshop?
Yeah. So pretty much here we have paints for the window and all kind of tools because there's no hardware store in Italy. So we pretty much have everything
This is the bathroom. Come on in. Got a sink here, toothpaste, a mirror with a handsome guy in it. Shower, nice toilet. Haven't used it yet, which, you know what I'm talking about? 40 hours. Yeah, that's still happening. And then out of nowhere, Ragnar got a call from the sailor back home that the seas are pretty calm right now. And we should probably leave, otherwise we might be stuck here for another week. And my flight leaves tomorrow, so... Well, one thing's for sure, I know where I'm going in a zombie apocalypse. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Okay, all right. I could get used to watching content like this. I could get used to that. Okay, so we got overnight in the world's most extreme hotels. Let's see.
Hotels are boring. I mean, wouldn't this bed be so much cooler if it was hanging off the side of a cliff, or in a room made entirely of ice, or floating in the middle of shark-infested waters? If you're a shark, call that breakfast in bed. Well, you don't have to imagine, because these extreme hotels actually exist, and I'm gonna stay in all of them whether it kills me or I live to tell the tale. We're gonna be pushing the absolute limits of where humans can sleep and having some fun along the way. And our first extreme accommodation takes us to Cusco, Peru. This place is absolutely insane.
How much money do these motherfuckers got? Are they paying for this shit out of pocket? Are they sponsored? Something. Man, these motherfuckers.
It's at 11,000 feet elevation. That's high enough to even give a Wyoming boy altitude sickness. But we're gonna be gaining even more elevation because tonight's accommodation is on the edge of this here cliff. This looks like it's either gonna be the most epic experience of my life or the start of a Mr. Ballin video, but either way, I'm here for it. This is Sky Lodge Peru, the worst hotel in the world for anyone who sleepwalks. These polycarbonate sleeping pods hang 1,200 feet above Peru's Sacred Valley, and the only way up is by climbing a super steep Via Ferrata. So, after a quick safety briefing with my guide Ryan, we center on up. And while this climb might look horrifying, it also is horrifying. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, but it's totally safe because I have 2 carabiners on my harness, one of which is always connected to a steel cable. Good thing I'm not scared of heights. The only thing I'm scared of is elevators, which is why I've been taking steps to avoid them. There may not be any decent jokes on this cliffside, but there is a sky bridge which was crazy. And looking at that drop down really got me thinking about how fragile and precious life is. It got me asking the important questions. Wonder what it would be like to drop a deuce off of this thing. I see it.
That's such a white.
That's where we're staying. We are so freaking high up.
That's such like a 22-year-old white guy frat type of question to ask. I swear to God that is. And I swear I'm not that guy that does that. I actually avoid doing that. But all the white dudes I knew in frats would say some dumbass shit like that and laugh. That would be their joke. Like, yeah, man, what if I take a shit from this high up and just hear it splat? Like, they do shit like that. I don't know, man.
Right now. And our first stop was the Big Dome, which is not only what they called me in high school, but the Sky Lodge's kitchen. Whoa, it's like a Latin American igloo. So this one right here is the dining pod, and this is where we're gonna have all our meals, and from the dining pod, you can see all 3 of the sleeping pods out there, and I do believe I'm in that top one.
Yes, you're in the high one.
So I made the climb over to my room where I'd be having the most suspenseful sleep of my life. All right, welcome home. We made it to our little glass bubble in the sky. Time for a room tour. First off, this thing's like 80% bed. How many people do they expect to sleep in this thing? Holy smokes. I could sleep here. I could sleep there. I could sleep near. I could sleep square. Bars. Watch out, Dr. Seuss. That is one heck of a drop right there. Goodness. We have these curtains all over the place that you can close, but I feel like that kind of defeats the whole purpose of this. I mean, you might as well just buy a greenhouse back home and cover it in bed sheets if that's what you're gonna do. We have a nice little fold-out desk here. I guess you could get some work done or do your taxes on the side of the cliff if that's your cup of tea. Or if your cup of tea is a cup of tea, there's a nice little tea station right here with a thermos full of hot water. Some kind of balls of tea. Interesting choice. And we have a walkie-talkie so we can radio Brian. And yes, there are some LED lights in here, and those are powered by some solar panels on the hill over yonder. And just through this door is the bathroom. We've got your pooper right here, which is literally just a garbage bag you pinch off a grumpy into.
And all the solids, the next day the housekeeper has to pick it up to move it down.
You got Alex Honnold housekeeping this place. And this is where you pee. It's literally just a pipe that goes down and onto the rocks. Might as well just pee out the window. Just going to the same place. This toilet is so exposed. I feel like the birds flying by are gonna judge me. Peekaboo. I actually got an injury while playing peekaboo once. They sent me straight to the ICU. And we can also climb up here onto the deck, which has an amazing view of the entire valley. And you better believe I spent the entire evening up here taking in the beautiful sunset until it was time for our next order of events. Just going to dinner on the side of a cliff in the dark, as one does. Yeah, I had to traverse to dinner in the dark. The chef is on duty. Our boy Brian was cooking up some absolute heat. Gordon Ramsay's been real quiet since this dinner dropped. So tell me a little bit about how this place was built.
So we carry all the pieces in backpacks, you know.
Wait, you carried the pieces for this up in backpacks?
Everything in backpacks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then we ensemble like a big Lego. That's why we have to be climbers to work here, because we need to do everything, you know.
Gotta say, this place is an inspiration.
Yo,
Definitely the best tiny home in the world during the zombie apocalypse. Man, let me tell you, I actually heard about a magician from Peru, and he said he was gonna make someone disappear. And so he said, uno, dos, and then poof, he disappeared. He vanished without a trace. So dumb. What a day. We climbed a mountain in the Peruvian Andes, and now we're just chilling in a sleeping pod 1,200 feet off the side of a cliff. I feel like my brain isn't even processing what's going on here. Also, it is so windy up here. The glass is shaking. That doesn't make me feel great. You know those dreams where it feels like you're falling off a building, but then you wake up mid-fall? Yeah, I feel like those dreams would hit a little different here. Now let's get some sleep, because we have a big day ahead of us. Welcome to the big day ahead of us. It is an extremely rainy morning, but let me tell you, if there's one place to be during a rainstorm, it's here. It's an absolute vibe, so cozy. Now, have y'all heard of Scooby's cousin, Cockadoodle? Yeah, Cockadoodle-Doo. Let's get this day started, y'all. I started off the morning by making myself a cup of tea. Then I drank it while looking into a rainy window like I was in a Lumineers music video. Then I poked my sleepy little head out of my cocoon and headed to breakfast.
I love how
it's a lot easier making the climb over when it's light out. We got our fruit bowl, we got our coffee. It's about to be the most scenic breakfast of my life. Holy smokes, it looks like Switzerland out there. Breakfast was delicious, as expected, but I wasn't sure I'd be holding on to it after seeing how we were getting back down.
This cable is the best, it's like half a mile.
Half a mile? I can't even see him anymore. The only way down is by taking a series of zip lines to the base. And I've got to say, this is the coolest way I've ever finished a hike up a mountain. All right, where does this one go?
Fun, but that's scary as hell.
To Norway?
That's scary as hell. That looked fun though.
So then I took off and held on tight and ziplined all the way over to Norway. That's what your Australian friend will be saying when they come here and see how beautiful it is. Norway! Anyways, let me show you where we're sleeping tonight. This is Sorsniva Igloo Hotel, the northernmost ice hotel on planet Earth. It has 28 rooms, an ice bar, a chapel, and over 26,000 square feet of usable space. And as someone who's been building igloos for over a decade, I couldn't wait to see what these crazy Norwegians were cooking up. Oh my gosh. Holy Moses. I mean, clearly the camera's inside. That was a reenactment. That's bad acting. That's what that was. But on a real note, walking into this igloo feels like walking into a whole other world. You enter a massive labyrinth of pillars and ice sculptures, each of which is so intricately sculpted, it feels like some kind of Nordic wizard turned a bunch of real animals to ice. I don't think one did, because that would be messed up, but it's impressive craftsmanship is what I'm trying to say. The amount of detail in each of these sculptures just shatters my mind. Probably shouldn't use the word shatter around here. And after admiring all this hard work, I got to chat with one of the builders responsible for it. So here in Norway, you put barcodes on the side of your Navy ships. Huh? It's so that you can Scandinavian.
What?
And thankfully, Frida has the same patience with the igloo build that she has with my nonsense, because it's quite the process.
We start the building process in November. We are around 20 people building and 7 artists. We produce the snow from the Alta River with the snow cannon, and we take all the ice from the local lake. We cut it with a chainsaw and we drag it up.
And all that snow gets packed around these wooden molds that get removed once the structures are set. And every year the igloo has a different theme, this year's being Africa. I like how you captured all of Africa. You have like the Serengeti, all the animals,
I wonder
but
what
you
the
also have a bunch
temperature
of Egyptian stuff going on. You got freaking King Tut back here.
It can't be
Kinda
as
spooky,
cold as I
honestly.
think.
He wakes
I
up
don't
in the
know.
night.
It's like night at the museum. He just comes alive at night and haunts the place.
Speaking of haunted hallways, let's go see the rooms. So this is what the standard rooms look like. It's really just a room made out of snow, and all the beds in these rooms are covered in reindeer hides. This is what Santa does with the reindeer that misbehave. And each of the 5 suites is totally unique, so I'm just gonna show you all 5. This is the first of the 5 suites. It's like an African tribal suite. The second suite is the Egyptian suite, and it's actually my personal favorite. Did you guys hear about the 2 pharaohs who farted at the same time? They had a toot in common. You got the ghost of Cleopatra just lurking over you as you sleep, so I guess that's pretty hot. This is the African Safari Suite. It's a mama giraffe kissing its giraffling on the head. Is that what you call them? Okay, I don't really know what the theme in this one is, but I dig it. The last suite is the Mother Earth Suite. That's her in the flesh right there, Mother Earth. That's how I'm gonna be sleeping in this place tonight, like a baby.
But first, I need to check out the ice bar.
Hi. I'll have 1 silly goose juice on the rocks.
On the rocks.
I mean, this entire bar is on the rocks, but and they serve all the drinks here in glasses made of ice. So sick. Norway juice. This is also pretty cool. They have an entire church back here. Dude, if you want to go to church here, you got to get baptized in an ice bath by Wim Hof himself.
And after a long day, I headed to my room for the night.
Better watch out. I think Moto likes you. It's time for bed, y'all. As you can see here, we have a really high security door. Now that nighttime is hit, this place is starting to feel really cold. I mean, at least half the problem is that I look like I'm dressed for the Bahamas, not Norway, but... So when you book a stay here, they actually give you a mummy bag to use. Keeping with the Egyptian theme, we love to see it. And this thing is rated to -40, so I think it's safe to say we're gonna be sleeping toasty. Night-night, sleep tight, don't let the mummies bite. I mean, of course I'm already awake. It's not like I left the camera rolling all night just to get that moment.
And now that we're all done in the Arctic, we're gonna head to our next destination in the most Norwegian way possible, which is on a pair of cross-country skis. Gotta say, cross-country skiing is gonna be much easier now that I'm in a smaller country. And like some kind of Scandinavian Forrest Gump, I just started skiing. And I didn't stop once until I was in North Carolina, home of the Wright brothers. And I must be the wrong brother because it would take a certified lunatic to stay at this next place. Speaking of which, we have a boat to catch. And this one isn't even in the US. It's 30 miles off the coast in international waters. I can't even begin to describe this place we're going to right now, so I'll just let you see it for yourself once we're there. And after a 2-hour-long ride on a fishing boat, we were there. There she is, our accommodation for the night. This is the Frying Pan Tower, a lighthouse built by the Coast Guard in the 1960s to warn ships of shallow water. Water's so treacherous that this stretch of ocean has caused hundreds of shipwrecks, nicknaming it the Graveyard of the Atlantic. These days, the tower is a restoration project where volunteers and guests can come out to get away, rebuild the tower, and hang out with the hordes of sharks that call this place home. My only question is, how the heck are we getting up on this thing?
You'll ride the chair.
Ride the chair?
Yeah.
This is wild. That one unemployed friend on a Tuesday. What is up?
You are. Come on in. You didn't see the sharks like they were like going, ha 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 ha.
And this is Richard, the frying man at the frying pan. After the lighthouse was retired, Richard bought the tower at a government auction in 2010 and has been its chief caretaker ever since, with a goal to preserve the tower and share it with others. And I don't know whether I'm most worried about the rusty walkways 70 feet above the water or the sharks that lurk below. But either ways, I'm here for it. Now it's time for a tour. So first off, we have our common area, and it's kind of like what you'd get if your kooky old grandpa and a middle schooler designed a room together. There's couches, telescopes, whatever this is. Holy smokes. This is actually the original pool table from the 1960s, and the Coast Guard who were stationed here played it to stay entertained. I got that on camera. And hanging all around here are some of the American flags that have flown up top.
So we're actually out in international waters. We are so far off the coast that this is not America. But I gotta tell you, out of respect for the Coast Guard guys and all the effort that's been put into making this country just a country, we're proud to fly the American flag right here.
We've got the pantry, complete with emergency drinking water. That'd have to be one heck of an emergency. This thing looks like it was canned by Thomas Jefferson. This here's the kitchen, the frying pan tower.
That won't make it through a hurricane, I just gotta tell you.
Washer, dryer, I hardly know her. Don't you even think for a minute we're about to get through this video without one of those. There's a ton of different rooms all up and down the hallways, including the original bunks the Coast Guard slept in. And this is my room. This feels way too bougie to be a bedroom in a rickety old sea tower. And there actually is a bathroom with running water, all thanks to the tower's freshwater collection system.
You know, out here on the tower, there's a bunch of salt water around us, but we need to drink fresh water. And rather than trying to treat it, we just capture the rainwater so you can see it. There it is, right there. It runs right down here, down into one of the tanks below that holds 14,000 gallons. And we treat it, purify it, and I think tonight we'll have some sodas with ice in it. It's made out of the rainwater.
So how does the plumbing work out here?
Gravity, man. You gotta watch out for them brown eels.
Oh yeah. Speaking of what's lurking beneath the tower, let's take a look underwater. So it's hard to see anything under the water from up here, so Richard has this nice little rig where we're gonna drop the Insta360 cam down into the water and see what we can see down there. We're going camera fishing.
Fishing for cameras?
I'm the one who's supposed to make the dad jokes around here, gosh.
I got the great hair.
Down she goes. So what kind of fish are you used to seeing down there?
Wet ones.
As I sank my camera into the water, it saw all kinds of beautiful fish. Little did I know, it was about to encounter something that makes this barracuda look like a Slim Jim. That's right, the seafloor was absolutely swarming with these massive sand tiger sharks. Meanwhile, up top, we didn't have the slightest clue what was going on below. They're seagulls when they fly over the sea, but if they fly over the bay, they turn into bagels. They got curious about the camera and started giving it some playful boops, but at some point, they must have decided the camera looked like a tasty little treat, because this is what happened next. Yeah, that's a POV I never hoped to see in my lifetime. That's horrifying. But our sweet boy must have realized it's not food and spat it out. How nice of him. And that's how I captured the coolest 360 cam footage I'll probably ever get in my lifetime. I actually can't believe this happened. All right, we didn't lose the camera. I don't know what kind of cool footage we got. You guys already know. You know something I don't. Could have gotten a turtle. But if we were gonna be catching dinner, we needed to be fishing with more than just cameras. So I sent down some bait.
Gravity is fast.
And we didn't have to wait long. And the crazy thing about fishing here is you have to reel the fish 70 feet up to the tower. My first catch of the day was a black sea bass. And this is actually the first fish I've ever caught in salt water, so that's pretty cool. But I wasn't the only one having luck today. We got a chonker on the line. Oh, we got one, bud. And call the fish Smash Mouth because they just kept coming and they didn't stop coming. I got a white grunt. That's what they used to call me in high school. Wow. Oh, that's a good fish. There we go. In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. How are those for eating?
They're fantastic. Yum yums.
Yum yums.
And this is Dirk.
Duke's mayonnaise is awesome. You like mustard on your french fries too?
We love
the hell.
Dirk. You'll be seeing a lot of him. What are you making there, Dirk?
A banana and peanut butter sandwich. And some mayonnaise and put it on there, but...
Oh, Dirk, mayonnaise is of the devil.
I didn't know mayonnaise was of the devil. Is that like Baptist or Methodist?
Despite my absolute hatred of mayonnaise, I thought I'd give Dirk's recipe a try, and I knew just the place to eat it. Oh yeah, we are going down. I saw this old dive chair in the shop, and it looks exactly like a picnic table, so Richard suggested we should dangle it off the side of the tower and have lunch on it. The last time I had a lunch this sketchy was that time I ate the food at Arby's. Most extreme lunch in the history of the Atlantic, baby. People eating lunch in the Titanic dining hall might disagree, but it's up there. And having seen what's in the water below makes this an even crazier experience. Woo! Yeah!
Well done.
Phillips head? What's up with that?
Well, yeah, you fill it up with orange juice and other particular condiments, and it makes a Phillips head screwdriver.
That's so dumb. And that's coming from me. Being out in the middle of the sea, there's quite a few things about the mainland I miss. But one thing I especially miss is being able to go on runs. But that gave me an idea. What if I run the first ever Frying Pan Tower 5K? So I built a track around the top of the tower using a bunch of old junk that was laying around, and I measured it out to be 60 meters for 1 lap around, meaning to run 5 kilometers, I'd need to run 83 laps. Set, go. I was a running fool, Jenny. I think the altitude was getting to me. I mean, this is 80 feet above sea level. Running a 5K in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. To be honest, one of the hardest parts of this is just keeping count. But I was also recording the run on Strava to make double sure I did the full distance, and it felt so good once I was done. 5 kilometers. We ran it in 25 minutes. That is so bad. But hey, for being on a tower in the middle of the ocean and carrying a 360.
That's crazy. How you doing?
Cam for half of it, I'll take it. As long as we're up here on the helipad, let me show you some of the crazy things happening up top. Starting with the massive solar array that stores power in this entire room full of batteries. This powers things like the light tower, which is what Richard showed me next. Whoa, we are on top of everything up here. Is this safe?
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50 what?
50-50 safe.
You ever get pirates out here?
I think they're too scared to climb up.
Well, what'd the pirate say when he turned 80 years old? Aye, matey.
That was so bad. How old are you again? That's a dad joke.
Y'all ain't gonna believe what I just found. Richard just randomly happens to have a giraffe unicycle out here. And I just randomly happen to ride a giraffe unicycle. I'm slowly realizing that Richard is just me in 35 years. I mean, we even wear the same hat.
You know, in all the years of doing this, I think you're the only one that's actually been able to ride this big, tall thing.
You think you could ride that, Dirk?
No, but it's all right. I'd rather just ride the 2 wheels. I'll watch you do it.
I'm not just a clown. I'm the entire circus.
The reason that I adore this place is I look outside and the sun is coming over the horizon over the ocean, which is incredible. And the evenings, the sun is going down over the...
I'm not gonna lie, that is a great sight. Like that sun, the sun setting and the sun rising, that's fire. Like you can't beat that. You can't beat that, bro. You can't beat that.
The ocean, it's amazing. And then we look out in the water and we see these enormous sharks and huge sunfish. I live on land, on dirt, in an ordinary place. But we come out here and everything is extraordinary here. If you're not doing what it is you think is the absolute best thing you can do with your time, you're wasting that day. You just never know. Love your family, care about people, be nice to others. That's really what the tower is all about.
Never once in my life did I think I'd be enjoying a sunset on a giraffe unicycle from the top of a sea tower in the middle of the ocean. That was not on the bingo card for David's lifetime. But I'll tell you what is on the bingo card for David's lifetime. Cooking dinner. Rob here was trying to teach me culinary excellence, and I was just trying my best. All right. All over. No way I can mess that up, he says as he messes it up.
Remember, we're trying to eat some of this tonight. We have to eat some of this. There's got to be at least 1 green bean per person, and there's 4 of us here, all right? This could be... Oh, look.
Now that's perfection.
That does look good, though.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
And welcome to David. Welcome to the Frying Pan Tower, sir.
Yeah, stoked to be here. This fish went straight from the water outside the frying pan to the sauce inside the frying pan. This is some of the best seafood I've ever had, which isn't saying much since I live in the middle of the mountains. And I did the dishes so I could at least be useful for something around here. Got dad jokes and I can do the dishes. One of y'all ladies husband me up. Was that a good one, Dirk? Yeah. You think they'll be coming for me? For our movie night, we watched Jaws, because that seems like a great thing to watch out here. We voted between this and Castaway. Then I brushed my teeth with some tooth sauce, washed my hair with some shower sauce, and got ready for bedtime. I was supposed to look like a fish. This has been such a cool experience.
I'm not gonna lie.
You can just tell
This
how
was
much
dope.
Richard loves this place. He wants this place to have a positive impact on everyone that comes here, and you can just tell his heart's in the right place. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true. For a fella named Richard, he's kind of the opposite of a dick. Been cooking up that one since the moment we got here. Anyways, it's time to go sleepy bye. Okay, I don't sleep with the lights on like that. Come on now. You know how I like my coffee. lobotomized. Dirk, you might be the most southern person I've ever met. So I've got some southern jokes for you.
Okay.
What did the Buddhist southerner say?
I don't know.
What in reincarnation? And you know what? You could tell me as many southern jokes as you want, but Civil War jokes, I generally don't find those funny.
No. Is that southern? I thought southern jokes was like, how many southerners does it take to scramble an egg?
How many does it take?
It takes one to catch the chicken, one to get the egg, and another one to fry it in the pan. That's the 3.
Wow.
So one thing you gotta know about the Frying Pan Tower is getting on and off of this thing is so insanely unpredictable. The weather doesn't care about your schedule. There's supposed to be a boat coming out today to get us, but Richard always says not to get your hopes up because you never know. And I know just the thing to keep us busy while we wait for the boat. So another fun thing you can do up here is hit golf balls off the top. And you can do this without being a terrible person because these golf balls actually dissolve into fish food once they hit the water. And as always when golfing, I brought an extra pair of socks, just in case I get a hole in one. That makes no sense up here. The only hole I'm gonna be hitting this into is a fish's mouth hole. If you play golf, you might wanna look away for a second. My swing is so bad, it will actually make you throw up.
Yeah, I don't have a swing. Like, I don't know.
That was so bad I gotta keep the ball. Woo! The fish are eating good tonight. That's kind of fun. It's like hockey for rich suburban grandpas. And that's when I saw it. Our rescue was on the horizon. We were making it off this thing alive.
This is an awesome experience.
You wouldn't know it from this video, but we were actually stuck out here for 8 days, 5 more than planned. And to say I was burnt out is an understatement. Last time we'll be seeing that hunk of metal for a while. And as we rode back to shore, thoughts of the tower filled my mind. There were so many memories made, dad jokes told, 360 cams eaten, but it's good to be back. Made it back to shore. I'm just glad I'm no longer on a tiny living space in the middle of a dark abyss.
Shout out to him, man. This is dope. That's dope. That's dope stuff, man. That's dope. The world. Okay, I gotta see that. We're gonna see this one. I gotta see this one.
Today I'm in the Maldives and I'm about to spend one night in the most expensive hotel I've ever stayed in. A one-of-a-kind underwater suite that has everything a normal hotel suite would have, including an underwater bathroom and shower, restaurant and so much more. But to get to the islands, I've got another 45 minutes to go on a seaplane. Hey. Hello.
You ever take a whiz and get a sense of Khalifa? No, I have not. That's a good one though.
Have you? How many do you have?
Just one.
Just one.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much.
Sterling, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Fasih. I'll be a butler. I'll be taking care of you during your stay.
Okay, cool, great.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? Did that say Murica? The Maraca?
Thank you. Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, now before I show you the main event, I've got to show you what's up above the water because it is as equally impressive as what's below. So it is the most expensive hotel room that I have ever paid for. And when you hear the price, you'll be like, why can't you get that for free? The minibar. So soft drinks are complimentary. Snacks are complimentary. But the alcohol in here is not complimentary, it's a chargeable extra, which is really shocking when you find out how much I've spent for one night here. I received this when I entered. Nice coconut. I do get a bottle of rosé champagne though. That is complimentary. An interesting array of glasses. Loads of pods for the Nespresso coffee machine. Look at that. And a huge kettle. Let's start with the living room, and first of all, the fruit platter. Loads of exotic fruits on there. If you do get bored in the room though, they even have a PlayStation. And look what they've done. And this is made out of chocolate. That's so good. Look at those handmade chocolates. Welcome home to paradise. A sweet symphony of island elegance awaits you.
I'm gonna get to one of these really nice hotels one day.
I can't begin to tell you how good that smells. They've even got white chocolate coral. All this is like biscuit crumb. That is so nice. Now, if I had friends over, if I was entertaining, what's great about it is that I could get a chef to come in and prepare food here. And literally, the chef would come in and they have their own kitchen.
Wow.
Look at this, look. Obviously a chargeable extra. I dread to think how much a personal chef would cost, and the food. All right, let me show you this balcony. So this is one of the best places to come at sunset. A couple of couches out here, some chairs, a nice table to maybe sup some cocktails. What's great about it is that, you know, if you want to, you can just jump in. All right, so there is quite a few bedrooms in here. First of all, let me show you the master bedroom above the water. Pretty nice.
Bro,
nice welcome.
All I'm being reminded of is how broke I am.
Arrangement on the bed. Love these white chairs though. Now I'm quite surprised the amount of people that have stayed here. The chairs are looking good. Also, what's great, you can go out on your balcony, and here, as you step out onto the glass, you've got this private little balcony, so you can come out in the morning, and obviously if the sun's out, have a cup of tea on your balcony and feel safe walking on this glass. And check out the bathroom. Now this is impressive. You just wait till you see the shower. The bath in the shape of a big shell. Look at the views you get. And although not the biggest shower I've seen, it's up there. Look at the size of it.
Bro.
Look at that rainfall shower. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. You can definitely get about 10 people in this shower. And you probably want your privacy when you go into the toilet, right? But I guess not in this bathroom, because it's all glass and everybody can see exactly what you're doing. It's one of those Japanese toilets. Seated, it dries you. Good job I'm here on my own, because if I was here with Gabby, I don't think she'd want to be going to the toilet. It's through here.
Oh, this is nice, bro. Like, this is nice.
Got some robes here. Makeup area. There's another toilet here. Yeah, that's another toilet. And if you've got guests, they can sleep in here. This one doesn't have much of a view though, to be honest. Still has a little bit of a balcony, but yeah, that kind of blocks the view, but I guess it's for privacy. Oh, the gym. Oh yeah, that's it. So as I come out again, apparently this is the gym. Oh, I need a room key. Does come with its own private pool. Wow, look at this. And again, if I want to, I can just literally dive right into the water or go down the steps. This is completely private.
That's so crazy.
And away from everybody else. So if you really want some peace, tranquility, privacy, this is definitely for you. You could probably even sunbathe out here naked, no one would see you.
That's so crazy.
Love
man.
this pool though. Have to go for a swim in there later. But let's not hang around above the water anymore. Let's go down and check out this incredible bedroom, one of a kind. It's basically just down there.
Just before we go downstairs, I just want to say a massive thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Now more than ever, our internet relevance has been rapidly increasing, from streaming our favourite shows to keeping in touch with our loved ones. And even our banking is mostly done online these days. We'd like to think our information is safe, but as our online
private lift. can just see the top of the water just up there. But here we go. Wow. Look at the fishies. Look at the fish up there.
Wow. It's crazy to think.
If you listen.
It's crazy to think, like, the amount of poverty we have and then the amount of abundance we have. Like, there are people who are struggling day to day, you know? And but to think about how much, you know, how great some people are doing, right? How great you could be doing. Man.
You can hear things hitting the roof. Very odd sounds, I have to say. The living room area to this bedroom, though, is really nice. But I have to say, the carpet looks a little bit dirty, and all around the bed doesn't look that clean, which I'm very surprised about, again, when you see the price of this room. But some of the fish you see going past occasionally, it's typical when I'm filming, there's no, like, colourful fish going past, is there? Oh, there's one over there. So if the daylight wakes me up early, the sun rises at 6:30 here. So if I want to sleep in, I can put this all the way over. There's a choice of beds to sleep in, but obviously I'm going to choose this one. This is like a movie theatre in here, though. Just look at that 180-degree field of view. All the fish are a little bit shy at the minute. They're either right at the top. Visibility this time of year isn't that great, which is a bit of a shame. What is that? Is that fish poo? I keep seeing that, like, where does it keep coming from? Yeah, there's a shark! It doesn't make me want to go in the water. There's two sharks. There's another one just down there coming up. You know, I so wanted to get the shot where I'm diving down, but now that I've seen the sharks and the barracudas that are there, I don't think that I will be going in the water. It's like being in an IMAX movie theatre. There's also water down here. There's a coffee machine over there. If in an emergency I had a problem, there is an escape hatch, right? So in an emergency, I just go up there and get out. Check out the dressing room though. The beautiful blue water outside. And in here you've got all your clothes. There's some beach towels. There's more flip-flops. And also you get the same from the bathroom. Check this out. Wow, look at the size of the fish out there. And the shower is pretty big down here as well. Wow, I mean, you could probably get about, I don't know, 5 people in here. It's a huge rainfall shower. So it's just you and the fish in the shower. And then on the other side, have you ever seen anything like this? The toilet looks out onto the coral reef. I know you're probably thinking I don't really want to see you on the toilet, Tim, but I just wanted to get the definition of what it must feel like.
This is crazy, man. Like, to think of how much is out there, man. Like, it's crazy.
Like, to do your business while checking out the coral reef. I've just seen that. Panic alarm. Is it worth the ridiculous price that I've paid for one?
How much y'all think this is? I think this is like $20,000, yo. I legitimately think he spent like 20 grand.
One night. Now, bearing in mind, I actually have got this cheap compared to the rest of the year, where the price can go probably about 50% more than what I've paid. I'll come to the price at the end. That's why I was told not to go in the water. Look at the size of him. Apparently the teeth on that are stronger than a shark. He's just lurking there. This is a great view. This is the stairs, so you can come down the stairs rather than go in the lift, but it's actually more impressive when you come down the stairs than when you come down to the lift. There's loads of windows. Wow, look at that shoal of fish, the way they're moving. What's great is that all these windows just have a completely different view of the reef. Especially that. Can you hear that? Sounds like someone's swimming around. This is the map of the resort.
Me too.
I'm literally up here.
Me too.
And most of the resort is down here. Apparently it's a really nice beach. Now, bearing in mind the time now is 20 to 4. I checked in at 2.
I would.
The smaller islands all have a slightly different clock to the capital, so they are an hour ahead, which means then most people can still go out and enjoy dinner at sunset. Do you know what I mean? So that's quite nice they do that. Thank you. Fine. Nice to meet you.
I would not go here if I knew there was inclement weather. Like if I knew a storm was coming, I would not go anywhere near there at all.
Oh, it's down there, is it? Oh yeah.
You don't need to wear the shoes.
Okay. There's so many sharks. If you're familiar with sea life centres in the UK, this is like one of those tunnels that you walk through. So eating underwater is definitely an experience. The restaurant was supposed to be closed today, but they've actually opened it up just for me. And no one's allowed to wear shoes in here either. All have to be barefoot. And there's something cool about that, being in the Maldives, being in paradise, no shoes needed.
This is crazy, man. This is dope. Like I said, I look at this and be like, yo, I'm fucking poor as a bitch.
They've got a lot.
Like, I don't deserve no woman. I don't deserve nothing. I am poor as shit. I gotta get my shit up.
Lots of Dom Perignon here. And also, I don't know whether you can see that, but just over there, they've got a whole case of them that they've been aging for 6 months, and apparently it ages it better being underwater. And I'll open that up on New Year's
That looks like a mini city, like a mini forest.
Eve. Look at that. So this is a set menu, and to start, I've got tuna tartare.
Second course, so we have the smoked duck salad with the grilled fig with the pine nuts with the beetroot puree.
Thank you so much. Apparently they will open it up to anyone that wants to come down here if they are staying on the resort. They're not giving me any special treatment. This smoked duck is really good. It's really weird. Every so often the fish get startled by something and they all kind of go crazy, and all the sharks go crazy. Other times they're just relaxed and chilled. So I don't know what startles them, but there's a red snapper there. Wow, this lobster looks really good.
That looks good.
Don't get a chance to have lobster very often. A little bit of a wait between the lobster and the steak. The steak is here. Oh, it smells good. Looks good as well. All the sharks have gone. All the fish pretty much have gone. There's the odd red snapper around, but that's pretty much it.
Damn.
So dessert, white chocolate coconut mousse. Look at that, with a little bit of wafer coral there. Love the coral wafer. That's quite subtle actually, that's quite nice. Dinner was amazing. Listen,
I would only want to be at a place like that with like either my lady, my friends, like I only want to be there with my lady or my family or something like that. I would not want to be there by myself. Like I wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to be there alone. And when I say family, I mean like I include my friends, or I include them in that. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be there alone. Like there's places I'll travel alone. That's not one of them.
it sounds louder than it did before. You know when you have Rice Krispies and you put milk on them, you get the snap, crackle and pop? That's exactly what you're getting in here. I had seen on other videos actually, this all gets lit up at night, but unfortunately there's, unless there's a way I can turn them on, but nobody's said anything. Every so often you get a huge big fish with a big eye just staring at you as going past, because the fish during the day are completely different to the fish obviously at night. I'm going to go to bed. I'll let you know how I sleep. I'll see you in the morning for breakfast that gets delivered to my room. Night. Morning. Yeah, maybe I should have put that thing over because it's about 6 o'clock. And I'm wide awake now because of the light. It's the most weirdest experience though. Like almost during a dream. It's so weird looking at the water towards the surface though. When you're cozy and warm in bed. It's so weird. Unless you're a diver and you go to sleep, I don't think there's anywhere else where you can actually do this. Wow. That shower is incredible. That bed was comfortable. Let's see if breakfast is equally as good. Come on. Should be here now. Look at that turtle.
Look at the turtle.
So breakfast is served. I've gone for a cooked breakfast this morning. I thought I'd eat it outside because what an incredible view. I forgot.
Oh man, he's living good, man. This is dope.
Not to mention, the room does come with a butler that is available 24/7 with any request you could want. It's been ages since I've had a cooked breakfast actually. So I thought I'd go for a brief morning stroll around the resort. There's my room, stroke villa. There's a pool over there, there's a couple of restaurants, and apparently the island's nicest beach. Let's go and check it out. Not only is the water a beautiful colour, just look how pristine the beach is. Even though it might be rainy season, you can get some good weather. It's a beautiful morning. Temperature's about 34 degrees. I think that's their main restaurant.
34 degrees.
Let's go and check out the pool. This is the main pool. Wow, look at this.
Bro.
Look at that. The classic Maldives palm trees, look. Coconut trees. They do grow at some weird angles. Look at this one. It's a herring, isn't it? Can you see that? Just there, look, on the beach.
I wonder how much this was, man. I'm thinking 20,000.
The lifeguard of the beach, look. The water activities are free apart from the jet skis. So anything motorised is not free. Here's the map of the islands. So this is where I've been staying. I've walked down here, that's the pool. And I'm going to walk across here. This is where the seaplane picks you up and drops you off. And I want to go all the way down and check out this beach. Good to know.
Tsunami.
They do have some shops here. I don't think they're open. No, they're not open. These are funny. I've seen these online before, but Conrad, Maldives, they have their weather station. Look, there's a coconut. If it's moving, it's windy. If it's still, it's calm. The coconut is wet, it's raining. Coconut's dry, it's sunny. Coconut invisible, it's fog. And coconut gone, it's hurricane. So connecting the two islands, there's this little road bridge. It really
they have
does
like
feel
a
like you've got your own private island.
Do they got like jet skis out there?
On the beach whatsoever. I'm just going to head over there because there's an infinity pool in the sea. Walk through the jungle almost.
This is dope, man. This is dope. I'm happy for him. Like it's my homeboy, so I'm just happy. This is a dope experience.
Rake the beach. There's a bar here, look. Although this time of year, there's always a thunderstorm around. Pretty big one over there.
Yeah, that's a storm.
This is crazy though. They've put an infinity pool just up here. That is so weird, isn't it, to see that? An infinity pool right in the middle of the sea. Do you know what? I don't know whether I'm going to get to that beach because it looks like that thunderstorm is getting close.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether I'm going to make it or not. So I might get soaked.
I don't know this.
Well,
dude,
unfortunately,
but I'm happy.
the rain and the wind is coming in, so I think I'm going to have to leave the tour of the island there. There's nothing bad I can say about this place. I think the only bad thing I would say is the price point. You still have to pay for alcohol? Really? All right, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Whatever he paid, I don't drink, but whatever he paid, the alcohol should be included. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you're interested to find out how much this cost. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is and probably will be my most expensive hotel stay ever. And
So he paid for this?
Got it cheaper than it would be if you'd have come here in the high season. I'm here in the rainy season when prices are a little bit more affordable. However, this isn't affordable at all. The price I paid for one night in this incredible villa was $15,000 and
$15,000. That bro. Bro, he paid that. And I believe he paid that because he kept emphasizing, I got this for 50% less. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Damn.
$44. I'll put the conversion on the screen for pounds. Bearing in mind that this goes 25,000 or plus in the main season, I think I kind of got a good deal there. Is it worth the money, considering that you do have to pay for dinner, which last night came to, with taxes, over $420? It is definitely one of a kind.
So hold on. That $15,000 doesn't include your dinner? Okay, nah. You gotta be. You have to be so well off to do something like this. You gotta be so well off to do something like this. Like, you gotta be too well off because of it. I would think that $15,000 includes your dinner, includes your alcohol. That's what I would think. That's just my brain. You know. Like it in my brain, my broke ginger brain is telling me that $15,000 or $25,000 should be covering the dinners as well. Like, it should be covering that, bro. There's no way it should be covering that, man. Wow. But it's a beautiful place. That's a beautiful place.
And something I'll never forget, the shower, going to the loo whilst looking at fish, having a living room like this where you get to see turtles and vibrant colour fish swimming past, the bed that was so comfortable, and just not only just this, but obviously everything upstairs as well. Now bear in mind the price that you pay is for the whole thing. So if you had a few people here, actually it brings the price down. But remember, that's still only one night. I guess I'm gutted that I couldn't experience a beautiful sunset here. I mean, I did see an okay sunrise this morning. Is the price too much? Would you stay here? Do tell me in the comments. If you want to see my stay in the oldest underwater hotel, and this was an experience to get to, I had to dive down to get to it, please make sure you click on the video on the screen now.
What? Man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the creators out there that do this type of content. Shout out to all of them, man. Cause this, I don't know. To some degree, it motivates me, but I don't know if I would want to do that one. Like, I don't like. There's a part of me. There's a part of me that, you know, that wants to have the funds to do something like that, but I don't think I would ever do that. And I don't think I would ever do that alone. Like, I'm at a point mentally where I think experiences like that are to be shared. Like, I don't want to do that alone. Like, experiences like that to me should be shared with people you love. So I wouldn't want to do that by myself. Not even a little bit, you know. But shout out to all the creators that do that, man. Shout out to all of them, man, because that's dope. This dude got 2.5 million in 2 months on this video, man. That's too cool, man. That's too cool. Yeah, that carpet should have been like spotless.
Who am I here with?
You're speaking of Sierra with that.
Who am I here with?
You're speaking of Sierra with that button game. Sierra button game.
Huh?
You're speaking of Sierra button game.
What the fuck is a button game?
Bro, start switching on it, bro. You know the vibes.
Nah, y'all just be coming up with shit. You go to school type shit?
Nah, sometimes, bro.
Where did you just come from?
I just came from the block, bro. Just in the BR all day, though, bro.
Yo, come here. Hold up. Where did he just come from? Just now. Like, where was he just at?
School.
So why did you just lie to me?
We gotta talk about this corny obsession that people have with sounding and looking tough. First off, not only is dude wearing a ski mask, probably sweating under there, he's calling himself C. Button Gang. And if you don't know what a button refers to a switch. A switch is this little box you put in the back of a Glock to make it fully automatic. That means with one press, it'll basically empty the whole clip. And if y'all didn't know, if you get caught with one of those, you can be facing up to 10 years federal time. And last but not least, are we gonna pretend like his friend didn't just expose him for coming from school when he was pretending to come from the block? Capping in broad daylight like that, cameras running and all. Niggas be claiming imaginary blocks, be having imaginary ops, toting imaginary switches, living in an imaginary world. Now I will say that a part of me is glad that he is capping, because that means that he's not actually living that type of lifestyle. But another part of me is also disappointed, because be yourself. What are you afraid of?
I be asking my mom for like $20 or some shit like that, bro, to cop the spray.
So you ask your moms for her hard-earned money that she woke up to, like, go to work for it and all of that shit, and you going to buy it for some Zod?
Yeah, pretty much, but my mom thinks it's for food.
And you don't find nothing wrong with going to get sprinkles?
Nah, bro, I'm a grown-ass man, bro. Fuck do I look like, bro? We was on the block, bro, right? With my mans, bro. We siphoned with the spray, bro. There's no old to come on the block, bro. He like, you too young to be smoking, bro. I'm like, bro, nigga, suck my bro.
Wait, you threw the Frank at the old head?
This telling me, bro, go to school, bro. But why am I wasting 6 hours of my day, bro?
Yo, we gotta stop normalizing.
Something about this video makes me feel like the dude is like forcing himself to talk like that. Like if the cops ran up on him, that whole accent would drop. I know you know what it's like to throw Franks at old heads. No, I was never no troubled person. I ain't never do shit like that.
Let a nigga be bums. So dude is leeching off his mom to do drugs, and he's also being disrespectful to the elders. You know, I remember when street had a moral code. People would join the streets to make money, take care of their family, represent something, but now it's just become a gimmick. People are literally doing it for the image. I remember back in the day, street dudes were somewhat decent to their community. You know, outside of supplying them with drugs.
Frank says in hot dogs. Yeah, I know what he's talking. I know what I know what Again, I never had no issues like that. Remember, this dude is like 20. I guess what is he in high school? They said school, so what is he, like a senior, super senior?
Or beefing with their opposition, they took care of the people on their block. But nowadays, it's like 80% or more of street dudes are just bums. I'm talking about sitting around, no job, no interest in progressing in life, no goals, no aspirations, just sitting around waiting for the next big play, sitting around looking tough. I mean, dudes are out here.
I actually wonder how old he is, man. Now I'm curious, how old is the guy talking? Because his back in the day, if he's 20, his back in the day was like yesterday. And that shit was terrible, which leads me to believe that he's probably not 20. That would make me think that he would be closer to 30. But I couldn't guess it looking at him.
Risking their lives and their freedoms for less than minimum wage, being a burden to their family, living with their baby moms. It's just bad out here all around. Look, I'm not a street dude, obviously, but if I was in the streets trapping, I'ma either get rich or die trying. I'm definitely not.
Let me see. Oh, I gotta figure out how old this guy is, because I'm super curious how old he is. I'm super curious how old he is. Yeah, I gotta see. I'm curious because if he's 20, or like early 20s, his back in the day was like yesterday, like literally yesterday. Old head slander? What you talking about?
Who my head with? You speaking of C-Dog with that button game. C-Dog button game.
Y'all hitting that point? No, I'm only speaking to that because after like 2014, 15, after like 2014, 15, like the moral code of the streets was very different. Like in the 2000s, when I was like, when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10, and that during that space, the G's moved different. The street dudes moved different. But in the 14, 15, those was the ones that's like got the ones today acting wild. So, but I'm very curious. I'm very curious as to where. I'm very curious. I'm very just because I want to know like what the fuck is back in the day to him. Just because I want to know.
Around. Look, I'm not a street dude, obviously, but if I was in the streets trapping, I'ma either get rich or die trying. I'm definitely not half-assing it. And you see what kids like this guy don't realize?
Hey, ain't no way these dudes taking the picture of the ski mask.
What they don't realize is that street life isn't what it's cracked out to be. Yes, at some points it might look cool, but after the adrenaline wears down, you get to realize that street life confines you to your neighborhood. Most street dudes will be born on that block, grow up on that block, and die on that block. And most of the time won't even reach old age. That's just the reality of it. And when it comes to this portrayal of street life, I definitely blame rappers and their entourages for painting this unrealistic image of what it's like to be a rapper or to be homies with one. These next couple of clips are gonna show you exactly how played out being a thug is.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not blaming rappers for that. I'm blaming parents, man. I'm not blaming rappers for that. I'm not blaming rappers for that. Don Tripp made a good point. I remember one time, it was during the cypher. It was Don Tripp was in the cypher, Hopsin was in the cypher, and Hopsin was like, man, Hopsin was talking about like having a certain message in his music and so on and so forth, right? And Don Tripp cut him off, like, bro, Don Tripp cut him off and said, yo, he said, just because you watch Transformers don't mean you gonna go outside and think your car gonna fucking flip into a robot or some shit like that, right? Like, he was alluding to the fact that it's parents' job to create that, like, and like, and so Like, yeah, rappers play a role in it. Entertainment in general plays a role in it, but if you ain't got good structure at home, then you won't understand the difference in reality, the difference in reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you won't understand those differences. So I think that's super important. Like, I got lyrics where if a certain person heard those lyrics and didn't understand what they meant or what I was talking about, could be taken vastly out of context. And you know, so I've seen that can happen. But I think ultimately, man, you need to have a strong foundation with your parents. You know, strong principles and morals so you can understand certain things and what they mean, you know, because some rappers are just talking about what their life was like, trying to connect different worlds, you know. I like Kevin Gates a lot. I'm not about to go out there and do the shit he talk about, though. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he's talking about a prior life, and I was even this way as a kid, though. That's why it's hard for me to give a pass when people say, "Oh, well, you know, you're a man now." It's like, nah, I was like this as a kid too. Like I was like I kind of had the same kind of thought process as a child. So I think this is super interesting. I think it's interesting when people say that, but I can't just blame rappers for that. I think rappers are just low hanging fruit that it's easy to point out, right? It's almost like if you ask 7 girls, 7 women, what their ex was like, and they all say he was toxic and narcissistic. Like, it's like that's just like the low hanging fruit. It's like the go to. Oh, it's the rappers. It's the rappers.
How played out street life is in general, and how a lot of these macho, too tough for their own good type of guys are living their lives. I counted 9 grown men all staring at one grown man, expecting him to pay for them. And keep in mind, this was dude's birthday. How am I spending money on y'all on my birthday? Do y'all see how they're looking at the money in his hands? As a man, I can't imagine you maintaining your autonomy when another man is spending on you like this. There's literally videos out there that allege that NBA YoungBoy slaps members of his crew.
YB do slap some of them. But it's the simple fact that he the boss, so it's like, nigga cannot touch him. Like, don't matter if you won't touch him. I ain't gonna let you touch him. Nobody around gonna let none of the real members gonna let you even touch him. So it's like, they go get their ass slapped. Or whatever go happen. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. I ain't no nigga touch him.
Because he's the leader.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They look at like they look at I'm not gonna lie, like I think NBA YoungBoy might be 25, 26 if I'm not mistaken. I never gravitated towards his music. Never gravitated towards music or nothing like that. But for the people that like him, he's like a god. He's like a god. Like people that like him, he's like a god. Like he's like, and that's what's interesting about rap music today, is that an artist could be as big as YoungBoy, because YoungBoy's a big rap artist. He's a megastar. But you can have your own space. You can have your own space in what you listen to. So you never even cross paths with that. So hearing allegedly that YoungBoy slaps people in his own crew and they just take it, that don't really surprise me. That don't surprise me if that's true. Could just be a motherfucking rumor. People just be saying shit. But if he allegedly does that, man, that doesn't surprise me. I know in my inner circle of homies, we don't operate like that. That's not our thing. Not comparing me to him at all. But if he actually slaps people in his squad, that's kind of crazy. But that's how they operate. And if it worked for them, it worked for them. Ain't no shit I'd be doing.
Leader and the breadwinner of the group, they can't do anything to retaliate. And that's another reason why I can never live that type of lifestyle. Because I'm definitely crashing out about my respect. And it gets even crazier.
Bro, like, let's say we go to the mall, right? Yeah. At this time, I love robbing jeans. Right, yeah, this talking about $500 a pair of jeans.
Tell me they gave you some type of fucking.
Of course, nah. We still cool to this day, bro. That's my guy.
Took care of you, good.
You'll see people like this.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So if you buying shit for yourself, you gonna look like just a greedy ass, selfish ass nigga.
So then the type of nigga I am, I'm like, all right, everybody grab a pair. And then my worst shopping experiences was Barney's when the Balmain shit came out.
Yeah.
We're talking about $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 pair of jeans, bro. I'm buying 30 pair of jeans. Now, mind you, I'm only wearing one pair, but we spending I'm spending $45,000 in this motherfucker on jeans, bro. I ain't even get my shirt yet.
Oh, I would hate to be.
I'm trying to figure out why people move like that, though. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, why is that the? Why does that seem like the rapper handbook? But that's still like. The only way I can see me doing something like that is if we all went to let's say if my song blow up tomorrow and I'm on a roll and I'm doing my thing. If I took us out to a 5-star restaurant, I would see me having no problem making sure, taking care of the bill. But taking a bunch of niggas shopping, I feel like that's never been a thought of mine. Never been a thought of mine. Never been something I thought about doing. Nah, man. That's not most of these rappers' stories. No, that's not most of these stories. Some of them probably. Some of them maybe. But that ain't most of these rapper stories. Where they was on a block and the niggas that they with was protecting them. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me that just. For me, like, I don't know. Like, in my mind, like, I give to my homies by setting up, by connecting us in a way where, like, by like setting it up pretty much to where as though when I start eating, most of my homies start eating organically. That they all start, so we all can have our own. And so I don't know. I just think that's just if I was the homie of the elite rapper, I don't want you to buy me jeans or a chain. I don't want you to do that. Like, I want you to show me how to get on. Like, I don't want you to buy me no jeans or a chain. I don't know. I used to protect. Nick, shut up, nigga. Ain't nobody protect me.
Be a gangster rapper. Spending 40-something K to be able to buy some pair of pants without some grown man feeling entitled to my money. And y'all could tell that dude low-key had no choice. Cause he was talking about they giving him that look. And you know what that mean, bruh? If they give you that look one too many times, you can already expect they about to backstab you. They gonna backdoor you so bad. I'm sorry, but there comes a certain point when you gotta realize that you can't make everybody rich. You can give people opportunities, give them a helping hand, but you can't fund their whole lifestyle. But you see, the thing is with these type of guys, you can't even explain that to them because they'll literally put their whole lives on halt and stop everything they got going on, which a lot of times it isn't much, and get on the road to be with this rapper just to feel a little bit of notoriety and experience a little bit of what it feels like to have money. I mean, just look at this clip of Lil Durk's entourage.
We got $1 million cash. We on live. Hold on, wait. Before you go any further, let's talk about that.
This never happened.
Hey, listen, this never happened, man.
You know what I mean?
He came to $1 million worth of game.
With $1 million.
With $1 million, man.
So you got the sausage fest of dudes who all put their life to the side and just decided to tour the country with Lil Durk. The reason I'm showing you these clips and the clips I'm about to show you is because this is the peak experience for a street dude. Believe it or not, the people who are in these rappers' entourages and the ones who be around them, they're the fortunate few because the vast majority of these street dudes are broke and they'll never get the experiences that these rappers and their entourages have. Most, if not all, the guys in that room that came with Lil Durk are probably getting their expenses covered by him. I don't know what it is, but something about that just doesn't sit right with me. I could never be the side character in anybody's life. Living like an NPC is crazy to me. And I know some of you guys might say, okay, the artist probably needs protection because they have ops, but I'm gonna let 50 Cent explain it.
I see artists, they break, they begin to have momentum.
And you ain't check in when you move back to my city. It's cool. I'm gonna turn you into the Red Baron. Put that on your shirt, nigga.
Starts to feel good things happen. And what they do is they grab those guys that are like that from the environment because it makes them secure that they have that around. But those guys need you to have problems for you to need them to be there. So they have to kind of create conflict.
Right.
For you to see them handle it with no problem, for you to feel secure with having them there. He got to do whatever he got to do to make you feel like that for later. Because then later you're going to take care of him. You're going to make sure you're all right. And there's no compensation for what he's doing at the moment. But when you see his temperament and you know he's not afraid of nobody, he's going to do whatever y'all got to do to be comfortable, you feel secure at having that kind of person around. And he'll know you keep him. It's a higher probability you would.
50 basically explained how having an entourage full of crash outs attracts problems. Because in their head, if there's no issue for them to resolve, they lose their value. So sometimes they go out of their way to create the problem. That's why I feel like it's better to get a professional security team. First of all, they're professionals, so they're good at what they do. You also don't have to worry about stuff like getting backdoored or someone being jealous or mad that you didn't buy them something. If you really think about it, it's a win-win. The whole reason why I brought up this rappers and their entourage thing is to show you how played out street life is. Because really, when you're a street dude, there's only 3 options you have. It's to either 1, be a drug dealer, and of course that means risking your life and risking going to jail. 2, be a rapper or some sort of artist. But the thing is, if you're actually in the streets, the only socially acceptable thing is for you to be a gangster rapper, which if we've learned anything by now, it might be one of the most dangerous jobs. And the 3rd option is to be a part of the entourage of the first 2. Now I know some of you guys might be like, what about becoming an athlete? And the truth is, a lot of street dudes don't have the discipline or the resources to make that happen. Day by day, professional high-level sports are becoming a nepotism thing and not actually about the raw talent. Because a bunch of people are talented, but they don't have that support system, that circle around them to help nurture them. So as you can see, as a street dude, you don't have a bunch of options when it comes to making a ton of money. Most of your options will either get you unalived, end up in jail, and are very unlikely to actually succeed. Now taking all this into account, I struggle to understand why people who've gotten the opportunity to go to the next level and make a way for themselves still act like this.
Better not shoot at my bitch, I'm gonna kill his ass. Better not shoot at my bitch, I'm gonna
She getting close. You close, you close.
Better not shoot at my bitch, I'ma kill his ass.
Did the host see? Did the host hear that? Do I look cool?
The fact that he repeated himself twice makes that clip that much worse. Do you know how goofy you look trying to act like a thug, trying to act tough on a college campus? Bro was out here beefing with scholars. Bro's ops are studious fellows. Dude is beefing with upstanding citizens. Stuff like this makes me furious, cause just judging off the video, dude probably plays college ball, probably has some sort of scholarship, and he's out here talking about Swiss cheesing somebody. It's so—
That's a lot of assuming. That's a lot of assuming. That's a lot of assuming. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
So many people who wish they had the opportunity to even experience one day in his life. And you know what I hate? Dudes only act this tough when they know no one is around to check them. I swear you 2 tough ass niggas are so corny. And I already know someone's gonna come in my comments talking about, oh, some of us actually did grow up in that environment. Some of these dudes are actually street dudes. And to those people, I just want to tell you, I don't care. If God bless you with the opportunity to go D1 and possibly get the chance to go to the NFL, at some point you got to learn how to grow out of that hood mentality. Now, I'm not saying lose.
Here's the thing, because I like when people say this. Like, get out that mentality. I think at one point me and you had a conversation about this, Josh, and we were disagreeing. Well, not necessarily disagreeing, but I made a comment to the effect, I said something like, I've been this way since I was a kid, like, and you was like, well, you're not a kid anymore. When you responded a certain way to certain things for 25 years or 30 years, however long, like I don't know how long ago this was, it's very hard to break. You can't just break it, right? You can't just break it. Now, what I've noticed on college campuses is that there's some dudes from the hood that when they get to a college campus, they become extra super nigga. And I don't know why dudes do that. I've seen it happen many, many times. Dudes come from the hood and they might have been a little confrontational, but they weren't no street dude. They go from the hood and they get to college and become extra street niggas. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, now for that person's an idiot. That person's a dickhead. That person is stupid. That person he's a dickhead. I could use myself as an example. Right? When I got to Millersville, I got into a couple like situations. You know, my dad was in jail. He got out of jail. He got sick. A lot of shit was happening. I've always been a little bit confrontational. I've been a little temperamental throughout my life. So I got into a couple fights as a result of dealing with all those things in my nature of being a little bit confrontational, a little, you know. But I was never like looking to beat somebody's ass. Like I was never like, fuck these niggas. I never tried to portray myself that way. And I am who I am, and who I'm not, I'll never be. But I remember one day in class, there was I forgot her name. It was a Puerto Rican chick. She was talking to my professor. She said, I could tell Barron's from Philly. And he said, well, how you figure that? She said, because he don't try to be tough. Like he just be him. She said, the people who aren't from like the urban areas, the people who are from like, you know, the Lancasters and shit like that, they try to portray themselves a certain way. They want you to think they're a certain way. She said, Barron don't care what the fuck you think. He just do him. And however you feel about it, you feel about it. He just live his life. And there's plenty of guys that do that. But those guys that just kind of like do what they got to do and they're going to protect themselves, but they're not no gangsters. They don't want to pretend to be a gangster. We get overshadowed by the ones who come out there acting like they really tough. Like I know guys that went to Millersville who were not tough in the hood. They had their picks. They picked on certain people. They got to Millersville with super thugs. I'm like, bro, we out in fucking Amish country, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? So it's a weird thing. It's like, don't wait till you get to a college campus to do that. Now, back to this dude. What's his name? 4D Shams or Shames or whatever his name is. What he just did was low key like cringy a little bit. We be the ones quiet and observe. Yeah, just sit, just see where you at. See who you're around. Understand the politics of the room. Understand the power structures in the room. The power dynamics. Who's what? Who's not? Bro, this dude just said, y'all dudes probably on a scholarship playing ball. You only said that because they were tall and black. That's the only reason why you said that, bro. That's the only reason why you said that. And most people in college will never play on a college team. Most people in college will never play on a college team. The percentage of people in college that play college sports, let alone college sports, but get like full scholarships, is like point something. It's like point something. It's a very small number. And for you to look at them and say that they're probably on scholarship, they're probably playing. Come on, bro. You don't know. That motherfucker might be uncoordinated like shit. Like he might not even be at the school. He might be up there with somebody else at the school. You know what I'm saying? He might be like, his friend might go to the school. He might be visiting his homie. So I find that so funny, bro. Like, you know, I don't like to do shit like that. I know I get real nitpicky with that. I just don't like shit like that. Like, I just don't. It always bothered me when people do that. Like, so, it's, you know, but something tells me that this dude, I don't know him, and I'm not shitting on him or nothing. Because, you know, he got a dope channel, got 120K subs. He got 1 million views on this video. Something tells me he's a bit of an outsider. In some ways. He's a bit of an outsider. Like, he might be the kid that's from the hood, but like never went outside. Like it's something about him that says he's an outsider, and I don't know what exactly it is, and I don't know to what degree it is. Like maybe he is from the block, but he was never outside to see something, or his cousins lived in the hood and he visited. Something. It feels like an outsider. It just feels like, because when you are someone who's from the hood, grew up in the hood, you understand the hood, yeah, you disagree with the shit that's going on, but you speak about it a little different. Like, you speak about it a little bit different. For example, Josh, you know personally how tight me and Kyle were. You know this, right? And you know we all hate what happened to Kyle, right? But we also know the rules in the hood. Whether I'm wrong or right, if you come to my house looking for me, or come to a house I stay at, I might smoke you. We understand that. But that's because we're from it. And although we don't agree with it, we're from it. I may not agree with it, but we're from it. So if I go looking for somebody and I'm going to look for them in a house that they stay at, whether it's their house or not, I could get smoked. Right? I don't agree with it, but I could get smoked. Now, obviously, we don't agree with it. What happened to Kyle was fucked up. It was terrible. But that's how the hood goes. Especially if you run down somebody who got a rep, who ain't what's the term I'm looking for? Especially when it comes to somebody who has a history of violence. Like, you know, if you go look for somebody with a certain history of violence, certain propensity of violence, you could get clipped. That's just kind of how it goes. But you speak about it delicately because you're like, yeah, I'm from there. I get the rules of it. So, but yeah, I feel like he's just a little bit of an outsider. I could be completely wrong.
Touch with who you are and where you come from, but you definitely got to start carrying yourself differently. And this is strictly my opinion, but college football players, especially D1 college football players, the ones who get most of the publicity, the ones that get the NIL deals, you know, the ones who have little kids watching them, probably obsessed with them, need to not be doing these little YN stunts, acting like they're Swiss cheesing someone, not having decorum on the field. Because let's be real, once you make it to that D1 status, especially if you're performing well, your life becomes too high profile for you to even consider living that type of lifestyle. And yeah, at the end of the day, a little competition is nice, but no matter how competitive they get, you got to remember these guys are athletes, not.
Again, I think there's something. Again, I don't disagree that once you are a Division I don't disagree that once you are a Division I high performing athlete, right? You're getting national attention, you're getting all of that, right? Once you're that, you have to move differently. I get that. But you have to understand, if I'm from the hood, I'm from the hood. Right? I'm from the hood. This is the way I lived. These are the people I grew up around. This is the music I listened to. Right? Like, it's not as threatening as we make it out to be. It's not as now when they get into certain activities and being violent, that's different. But you're from the hood. These guys grew up in Louisiana and Texas in the hood and the slums. Like, so you don't just turn it on and turn it off. You know? You don't just turn it on and turn it off. And then on top of that, you're talking about football. Like, you're talking about a very aggressive sport, a very macho sport, a very braggadocious sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? And but that's why I spoke to that with the music. Like, so it's not as aggressive. Like, it's not as like, the way he's making it sound. It's not as like, oh my God, these guys are thugs. It's like, no, they're fans of these rappers. They emulate the rappers. You know, they work out to the rapper songs, right? The same way when I was a kid, niggas was dressing like Jim Jones and Joel Santana. Like, you know, or niggas was wearing their hats like T.I. was, or niggas wore the 50 Cent white beaters. It's the same type of thing. People aren't doing it because they are thugs. They're doing it because they like the artists. So the ones you need to be worrying about are the ones that are going out and doing it, because some of these athletes do go out and do certain things that put them in harm's way and et cetera, but most of these guys are just emulating the rappers they watch. So it's not, again, it kind of feels like he might be a bit of an outsider to some of this. It just feels like something isn't connected. Again, like, you know, something's not connected. I don't know what it is, but something just feels like it's not there.
Thugs. And this RDC World Skit perfectly shows how goofy dudes look when they have the opportunity to make it out and to make money, but they choose to pursue that street lifestyle.
And that's another Billboard hit, though.
Man, yes, sir, baby. Hey, I always knew you had it in you, bro, since the beginning, bro.
It's really y'all, though, because y'all had my back since the beginning.
Hey, we always down, baby. Always down, man.
We still got to go back to the hood and show them niggas that I ain't no bitch, though. They can't be thinking that.
This is totally different, but it's a great skit, though. This skit is totally different from the point. I don't think this skit drives home his point, but this skit is like elite though. And the acting in this skit is fucking top tier.
You know what I'm saying?
Who?
What are you talking about? The ops, nigga. They thinking we getting sweet.
Ops? Nigga, we don't have no ops. What are you saying?
We're good.
And on top of that, bro, we gotta get back on the drugs, bro.
Nigga, we sold drugs for like 10 minutes. Bro, wait. Slow down. Look, we don't have no ops. Look, we just grew up in the hood. You was rapping, we made it, bro. What are you talking about? Let's
I'm just trying to get my
celebrate.
money in different places, different avenues of revenue. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, invest. Nigga, we don't have no sales drugs in the hood. Invest.
Bro, that's slow money, bro.
Oh, that's slow money.
Yeah.
Nigga, we had no money, but you rapped and we made it. Let's go.
No. And on top of that, when shit goes sour, I need a nigga that's gonna take the charge. And you look like the one that's gonna do it.
What makes you think that? What are you talking about?
I ain't never seen you snitch ever.
None of us have ever snitched before. What are you saying?
So all three of y'all gonna do it. Well, we gotta go back to the hood, bro. This shit bigger than rap.
We do not have to go.
It's bigger than rap, bro.
Let's show love to them. Send money back there. We don't have to go.
God.
So y'all gonna snitch?
Nigga, where did that word come from?
Oh man, these dudes is legends, man. Shout out to them.
God.
So y'all gonna snitch?
Nigga, where did that word come from?
Y'all acting like bitches, so y'all gonna snitch?
No, nigga, what are you saying?
Just because we don't agree with you don't mean we about to snitch. Why does that word always pop up in nigga conversations?
I love the. I feel like that's a real thing though. Like, it's a real thing.
Just because we don't agree with you don't mean we about to snitch. Why does that word always pop up in nigga conversations?
Man, y'all niggas cut off, bro. Get out, bro.
I sleep this boy.
Can't believe y'all niggas switched up like that, bro.
You're not even that hood, bro. That shit crazy.
I love that skit, though. I love that skit, man. I love that skit, bro.
Well, my message is for anyone who isn't in the streets, stop pretending to be in the streets. And if you made it out the streets, stop being attached to them and stop glorifying them, even if you do happen to have ops. And the perfect example I could give you is Duke Dennis, because people unalived his cousin, and instead of trying to get revenge, he forgave them and he leveled up his life.
The only reason why I'm in this situation is because somebody killed my cousin, bro. And the dude who killed my cousin went to jail. His sister and his mama went to the police and said that I did something that I didn't do because they was trying to put me in jail because it was some animosity and some disrespect going on between my peoples and they peoples, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is naturally understandable, bro. Your brother just off your cousin. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of back and forth going on, a lot of social media dissing and beefing and things of that nature. And to this day, bro, Lord can strike me dead, but I don't have no problem, no bad feeling with the dude who my cousin. I forgive him. The girl who did this, you know what I'm saying, who went and did that, I forgive her. I went on about my life.
Look, I'm not telling you have to forgive someone who hurt you that deeply. All I'm saying is that the only thing you get from partaking in street life is self-destruction. You gonna end up either broke, dead, or in jail. And for all the young fellas out there, please don't go partaking in something you're not ready for and end up like this guy.
Don't understand why you keep lying, and then you go back. It's gonna be a snitch, and it matter. It do matter. That is a snitch, and I would. This is not no joke. You would die.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really
Charge kid all through.
Instead of ending.
Yo, that dude. Yo, did y'all see? He changed everything up.
For and end up like this guy.
Don't understand why you keep lying, and then you go back. It's gonna be a snitch, and it matter. It do matter. That is a snitch, and I would. This is not no joke. You would die.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really
Charge kid all through.
Instead of ending up like that, how about y'all try to have a strong sense of self? Go make some money, get your family out the hood, follow your dreams, make something of yourself. All of y'all got the potential to be something. But with that being said, if you made it this far, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, join us on Discord, follow us on Twitch, and please make sure to subscribe to my reaction channel, 4D Shams Live. Appreciate y'all for watching. 4D Shams, 4D World. I'm out. Love y'all.
No, his overarching method, his overarching theme of not being a street nigga, stand out the bullshit is on point. Is on point. Like I think we all can agree to that. It's on point. Like you should not be participating in that shit and living that life, you know, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Like, we all get that. You know, but it's just some of the ways he spoke on some of that stuff, it just felt so outsider-like. It just felt like he had no idea where it came from, what's it like. It almost felt like, I don't know. It almost felt like when an old head try to tell you about something and you could just tell he ain't, like a motherfucker trying to coach you in football who never played the game. And you could tell, you like, bro, you ain't never did this shit. Like, you ain't never did this shit. That was funny though. I'm gonna subscribe to him. That nigga said Taj killed all three of them.
She wrecked that thing so many motherfucking times.
Wow, are you single?
What?
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Could I get your number?
That's weird. Hi.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
Casey.
Casey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I like your outfit and everything.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You just want my number based on the way that I look physically?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay,
Casey.
thank
Have
you.
a good night.
You too.
They say that life is what you make of it. God feared that a kill, I ain't no atheist. I know I'm short, but the question is who you playing with? Who you talking to? Don't even answer it. If I'm shooting forward, I hit it. Don't need no aim assist. The world tried to bury my passion. That was dangerous. Now I'm out here seeking some vengeance. You see how bright it get. They've been begging us for some hope. I'm supplying them.
Hold on. This guy is fucking hilarious, man. It's a fucking mouse. It's a fucking mouse. Dude is BJ spirit animal. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not. He has a white mouse though. Like a white. No one has a white mouse in their house. No, this nigga is not. No, he's not. They're both athletes. This is not an athlete. He is not an athlete. Kind of cute, kind of gay. Nah, not at all. This dude is not an athlete, bro. He's what they call a show pony.
Shoot.
Hey! Listen.
He didn't run no 4.3. He did not run a 4.3. Yeah, yo, Aston Hall ain't hood at all. He's not hood at all because he's sprinting in Timbs.
Shoot.
No hood dude would ever try to sprint in no fucking Timbs. Ever. If you got to run in Timbs, you just like fucking jump me. If somebody got to jump you and you got Timbs on, you like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm not getting nowhere in these. The only nigga in the hood that ran with Timbs was Gerald. And they might not have been Timbs. They might not have been Timbs. They might have been just like butt nakeds. But they might not have been Timbs. They might have been some other shit. Like, but he the only nigga I know who ran in boots. No one else is sprinting in boots like that.
Hey! Listen.
This nigga jumped over the cone, man.
Yo.
Hey!
As he attempts to jump over the cone. He clearly hit the cone. He hits the cone, y'all. He does not clear the cone. Like, he doesn't clear the cone, y'all. He hit the fucking cone. I'm telling you. He hit the fucking cone, man.
Yo, that's him. Yo, that's him.
Look, man. I'm gonna give him his credit, man. I don't know exactly what he does. He's a fitness guy, I believe. I think he's a fitness influencer, right? Hold on, where all his videos go? Yeah, Nursu was fire. I think he's a fitness influencer. No, he definitely no athlete.
Thank you. Thank you.
Going down.
I wonder if this is really his lifestyle. I wonder if this is actually his lifestyle. He just like, y'all think this is really his lifestyle? Thirst trapping those butt shots. Absolutely not. All right, Josh. All right, man.
And it's the same design and everything?
This is $2,830.
Bro, I'm not taking the bait with this, bro. I'm not.
10K didn't look like anything. So we'll go silver again. Much love, bro. Thank you, bro.
But on the road, no, shout to him, no. Shout to him. He was able to cultivate his brand and blow his brand up. Shout to him.
What's up, bro? That way they can go in and they can see, okay, this is structured out and it's working. All right, brother, have a good one. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice suit.
I give him that. Some of his suits be fire. I'll give you that. Some of his suits be fire as shit. So. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not. What the fuck is going on here? That shot. I ain't about to click on that. That shot a little crazy. Another fitness guy? Well, he looks athletic. Yeah, he looks athletic. Damn.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a great day. So the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is loaded with decisions, but they're not all good ones. Some just have bad outcomes, therefore you shouldn't make them. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I believe
That's the worst one to do. I did that my very first time playing it. My very first time playing Skyrim, I did that shit. Never did it since. Never did it since.
The 10 worst decisions you can make in Skyrim are, and we'll discuss why in detail. The 10th worst decision you can make in Skyrim is accepting the Narfi contract before completing his miscellaneous objective, the Straw That Broke. One of the first Dark Brotherhood contracts given to the Dragonborn by Nazir is killing a lonely beggar named Narfi, who lives in a rundown shack across the river from the main part of Iverstead. It's an easy task, however accepting this quest makes it impossible to complete another quest given by Narfi called the Straw That Broke. It's a brief miscellaneous objective in which you must track down Narfi's missing sister Rada. This isn't a very elaborate quest, and the reward is nothing special, but it's a shame to miss out on it because it's interesting. Camelworks actually did a 4-hour-long video about Rada's disappearance, Narfi's madness, and this whole situation. Also, if you've done this quest ahead of time, then when the time does come to end Narfi's life, you can do so knowing that you gave him some closure. Next up, we've got Keeping Frost. At the conclusion...
Yeah, and that's one of my like up-to-date critiques of Skyrim. Is that none of these things change anything, really. Like, you're just a dick. Like, you're just a dick. Like, you're really just a like a super powerful dickhead in Skyrim. Because it doesn't change anything in the long run. Like, this doesn't change the Dragonborn. Nothing changes. It's like you're just a dickhead. You know, it's like, and now that I'm older and I have more knowledge of gaming and what gaming is and isn't, I'm like, there's a couple things about Skyrim that's like, damn, that's not great. That's fucked up. But at the same time, Skyrim still is what it is. It's still a really big game, a beautiful game largely, you know, and it was still revolutionary. Like, I hate that people try to shit on it as if it wasn't what it was for people, you know, but yeah, no, it's definitely flat. It's Skyrim is flatter than I thought. I'll say that. It's flatter than I thought. It looks really deep and intrinsic and everything, and it is somewhat deep up until a point, and then after that, it just becomes real flat, and it's like super flat after a point.
Of the quest promises to keep, you have a chance to double-cross Louis Latruche and take the valuable Horsfrost for yourself. However, he's more of a burden than a reward. Horses don't do anything to actually make playing Skyrim easier, they're more of an aesthetic than anything else. They're clumsy to maneuver, make stealth much harder, and die very easily. Frost is slightly better than most horses, but he's still not worth it. I used to keep him just for the novelty of having him, but it was more work than it was worth. What I would do is I would always make sure to play the Dawnguard questline until I made it to the Soulcairn, then I'd go find the Summon Arvax spell, then I'd do Promises to Keep after. Then I'd get Frost and bring him somewhere where I could trust that he would be safe. Usually Windstad Manor, which I'd also make sure to have always built in advance. Then I'd put Frost in a stable and summon Arvac and ride him around so that the game would unregister Frost as my horse, and they'd stop following me around. Yeah, more work than it's worth. Just let Louis have him so that he can breed him, eat him, whatever he does with him, and take the dough. There's so many things Skyrim could do
if they were to make another one, I think they're supposed to be making another one. If they make another one, there's just a couple small things you could do to make the game like deep, in depth, like give it more depth. Like, and this would be real small. I wanted to be able to ride the horse with 2 people. So if you got a companion with you, they could ride on the horse as well. Like, I thought it was kind of weird that I get to ride this fucking far away from my companion or some shit, like, you know, something like that. Or make decisions matter. Like, I think making decisions matter would be fucking phenomenal. Like, if I was to kill fucking, let's say there's another dragon that I kill him. Now, you know, man, you freak. I did at one point. It broke my heart. That shit messed up a whole playthrough for me. I stopped playing the game when I realized I couldn't marry her. I literally stopped. I said, no, I don't want to do it no more. When I was like, out of CCP, and when I found that I could not marry her no matter what, I stopped playing. That was it. I was done.
Oh. Number 8 is killing Cicero. After completing breaching security for the Dark Brotherhood questline, Cicero the Mad Jester will have a meltdown, and he'll flee to the abandoned sanctuary in Dawnstar where you'll have to track him down. Once you reach him, you'll have your choice of killing him or letting him go. It's better to simply walk away. All you get from killing him is his outfit, which does have some good enchantments. Cicero's clothes are particularly pretty sweet. They make prices 20% better and one-handed attacks do 20% more damage. But none of it actually has any damage resistance because it counts as clothes and not armor. And there is a slightly worse version of this same outfit at the entrance to the sanctuary anyway, so if you just want the aesthetic, grab these. If you let Cicero go, then you'll get him as a follower at the end of the Dark Brotherhood questline, and he's one of the best stealth followers in the game.
Did you hear? No, I didn't hear what they said. That's one way of telling me you're stupid. That's one way of saying, hey, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. Don't play my games anymore. That's one way of telling me that. Hey, I'm an idiot. Don't buy my game anymore. That's all I heard when I heard that.
Also, he's entertaining. Every once in a while, he'll dance around and have a little giggle to himself, and he comments on places you bring him and stuff you do as you travel Skyrim together. Now we have building the Enchanter's Tower and/or the...
Like, that's literally my favorite genre of games. Like, literally my favorite genre of games are storytelling games. Literally.
Alchemist's Laboratory for your Hearthfire homesteads. While these wings might seem intriguing, they don't add much to the house because the main hall already has an arcane enchanter and an alchemy lab. The other choices for the west and north wings are a lot more useful. The bedrooms edition for the west wing makes it so the homestead has a complete set.
If Skyrim was a steak, if the Skyrim was a steak, it would still be the cow. If a Skyrim was a steak, it would still be the cow. The cow would still be walking and grazing. Oh my God, man. Damn. And I loved you, Skyrim. I did. I loved the fuck out of you.
The beds for you, your spouse, 2 kids, and a full house staff. Otherwise, adding the greenhouse gives you a bunch of soil to plant alchemy ingredients in. Now, the other choices for the North Wing are the Trophy Room, which is really just a novelty, I wouldn't pick this one either, and the Storage Room, which is always my choice because it gives you a lot more storage, which allows you to organize your items a lot more specifically. And having that deck on the North Wing is very nice, especially for Winstad Manor and Lakeview Manor. I mean, look at those views. Next up is choosing the Rueful Axe over the Mask of Clavicus Vial. At the end of a Daedra's Best Friend, you'll have your choice of killing Barbas with the axe in order to keep it, or swapping it for the Mask of Clavicus Vial. The Mask is a much better choice. The Rueful Axe is very slow, and just doesn't do much damage. Also, there are plenty of unique two-handed weapons in Skyrim, but there aren't many unique helmets. The Mask of Clavicus Vial is one of the few, and is one of the better ones. The 20% lower prices and increased speech are both very useful when bargaining. When I play vanilla, I always put this on when I have a bunch of loot to sell from a dungeon I just cleared. The profits I get from that go towards the player homes, and it helps train the speech skill a whole lot. So you get all that from sparing Barbas, and you also get the satisfaction of knowing that you had a hand in trolling Clavicus Vial long term. Now I want to take a second to tell you guys about Fallout for Hope. For those who don't know, Fallout for Hope is a charity initiative that raises money through Fallout-themed content for a few causes. Right now we're fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So if you're interested in possibly making a donation or simply finding out more, there's... While these don't lead to extra rewards, it's a shame to miss out on them. Because the Skyrim experience is all about lore, and that includes the small things like this. Also, Skyrim has some fun stealth gameplay. There's something so satisfying about sneaking around without getting caught and besting all the enemies without them ever even noticing you. I get much more enjoyment out of that than I do from charging in and hacking and slashing away or blasting everyone with magic. And your sneak skill doesn't need to be that high to get good enough use out of it. Number 4 is choosing this dialogue option with Modonok during No One Escapes in the Mine. Once you have the pleasure of meeting the King in Rags, you'll have to decide between getting revenge for the stunts he pulled with Nepos the Nose or helping the Forsworn escape. If you choose the former, your next objective is escaping on your own. And Fonar will reward you with the Silverblood family ring, which fortifies smithing 15%. If you choose the latter, Modonok will reward you with the armor set of the Old Gods, which has some really just okay enchantments. So why is killing Modonok a mistake? Because you can kill him after he gives you the armor of the Old Gods. Then you can just go outside and get the Silverblood family ring from Fonar afterward. It doesn't change anything about the result. Frankly, it just makes it so you experience more content to get both rewards for it. So there's a bit of an exploit for you if you're looking for some tips and tricks. The third worst decision you can make in Skyrim is siding with Silas over Mehrunes Dagon during Pieces of the Past. At the conclusion of this quest, Dagon will order you to execute Silas, and if you do so, he will reward you with Mehrunes Razor. If you choose to spare Silas, he will give you 500 gold. So, the Razor is the superior choice by a huge margin, people. You get 500 gold for doing one job for Delvin. Mehrunes Razor is an amazing weapon, and I love that badass look it has to it.
The consequences for most of these are getting loot or not. That is so telling. Worst decisions. I think it's crazy that, like, I was just thinking about this. We were so happy that when we first got Skyrim, that's how dirty we was. When we first got Skyrim, we would kill them all. We would kill somebody's wife, and we would be excited when we came back and saw that they were visibly upset. And they're like, "Look what you've done," and that was all that happened. Like, you go to a motherfucking house in Skyrim, kill his wife, and then come back later, and all he would say to you is, "Look what you've done." Like, that's it. And we were so happy, like, oh my God, he recognized it. Like, that was it. Like, he didn't try to get no fade with you. He didn't do shit. He just, look what you've done. Like, that's it. You is a bitch. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, I don't know what universe I'll be in if a motherfucker murk my wife. I'm just like, look what you've done. Like, oh man. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. No, Man did that shit. I saw Man do it. And the dude was sweating. Tells him, "Look what you've done." I said, and we thought that was so deep and dope. It's like, bro,
He's supposed to try to kill me on sight. Like, he's supposed to try to take me out. Like,
it swings very fast, does a good amount of damage, especially for that speed, and its enchantment is that there's a small chance of an instant kill, which, by the way, never has to be recharged with soul gems. Fans have done the math, and it should happen about twice per 101 swings, or once per 50.5 swings, but there's no half a swing, so you get the idea. Only a few characters are immune to it. The Ebony Warrior can actually deflect the insta-kill onto you because he has the Reflect Blows Heavy Armor perk. Also, Mirak and Karstag are both simply immune to the effect. So, do not miss out on this. Send Silas to Oblivion and enjoy the reward. Next we've got doing Breaching Security without claiming the bonus. For this quest, Gabriella will task the Dragonborn with killing Gaius Mero and framing him for a fake plot to assassinate the Emperor. The reward for this is 1,250 gold, but she'll also offer you an extra reward if you manage to kill Gaius in a city. As in, if you do the deed within the walls of Solitude, Markarth, Whiterun, Windhelm, or Riften, you get another prize. So what is it? Well, it's a little gem called Olava's Token, which you can give to a fortune teller of sorts in Whiterun named Olava the Feeble. An unfortunate number of players skip this because it doesn't seem worth it at first glance. It's hard to kill someone in a city without getting caught, so why go to that much trouble just to have your fortune told? Well, there's a bit more to it than just that. If you get the bonus, one of the things that comes up in Olava's reading is someone she calls an assassin of old, who apparently met their demise in the ruins of Hag's End. This will start a MISC objective to locate this mysterious assassin of old. Hag's End is located in Deepwood Vale, which is a small valley in the mountains that separate Haafingar and the Reach. To get there, you must pass through Deepwood Redoubt, another location which is really part of the same dungeon. And this is one of my favorite dungeons. It's so uniquely designed and has a charming aesthetic to it. The objective marker will lead you here.
And man, I'm about to play Skyrim today. All the damn dungeons look the same. Like, all the underground tunnels be looking the same, bro. Like, damn, I'm mad I got such a great nostalgia memory to it, man. Cause this shit, man.
Here, and you'll have to open this secret door to get to the Assassin of Old and claim your true reward. The Ancient Shrouded Armor set, which is debatably the best light armor set in the game and is definitely the best armor for stealth gameplay. Each piece has a lot of resistance. The boots and gloves specifically have the same amount of resistance as Dragon Scale boots and gauntlets. And when you're wearing the whole set, the game adds another 25 resistance points overall. If you're still not sold, the enchantments are also terrific. The cuirass has complete poison resistance, the boots are muffled, the cowl gives bows 35% more damage, and the gloves double sneak attack damage for all one-handed weapons. Yeah, this is one of the best armor sets in the game. Putting that extra effort into killing Gaius is absolutely worth it. A tip I'll offer is, in my experience, I've had an easy time killing him in Markarth when he's on this stretch of stairs leading to and from the guard tower. Now it's time to reveal the single worst decision that is possible to make in Skyrim, which I sadly made in my first playthrough. Never, and I mean never, kill Astrid during with friends like these. After you've assassinated Grelod the Kind, sleeping in a bed will eventually trigger the next quest, in which you wake up in an abandoned shack in the middle of nowhere. A cloaked woman named Astrid will explain that she's kidnapped you and a few other people, and she won't let you leave until you kill someone else in the shack. You might think to yourself, how about I just kill her, which you can do.
Yeah, this nigga might be a dickhead, because killing that first dragon is the worst shit you could do. That's the worst shit you could do, in my opinion.
It will start the quest, Destroy the Dark Brotherhood, in which you'll have to kill the other members of her organization. However, this is the worst decision that's possible to make in Skyrim, because you miss out on the entire Dark Brotherhood questline, which is one of the best questlines in the game. So you miss out on all that fun and on all the great rewards you get throughout this questline. including the ancient shrouded armor set we just talked about, unlocking Cicero as a follower, getting wind shear, and more. So yeah, killing Astrid is not the way to go, and what really sucks about this one is that it's a totally understandable decision to make. I remember when I made it, this condescending lady had pulled my scaly Argonian ass out of my comfy warm bed and breeze home and hauled me off to some shack and was demanding that I kill someone, so I was like, okay. Then a few months passed and I was playing, I think it was the Zombies map Call of the Dead in the...
This dude has the meter leadership of fucking Downey. he said, you pull my Argonian ass. Who the fuck picks an Argonian, man? They're ugly. Who picks them, man? Give me 1 second. You make cats, bro. Funny story about that, actually. Here's my story to that. I intentionally did not pick the cats the very first 4 times I played because everyone expected me to pick the cats. That's why I didn't do it. I didn't pick a cat until recently. Like the last time I started the game was like the first time I picked the cat. Like I avoided it the whole time on purpose. I'm like, no, they all think I'm gonna pick the cat, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, so that's the only reason why I do, because everybody was like, you're gonna pick a cat and you're gonna make them orange. So I did not pick a cat. I think I picked the mage or some shit like that. Or I think I might have picked the elf. I picked the elf, one of the elves, and they ugly as fuck. But I picked one of them. So yeah, man, yeah.
In the first Black Ops, and I told someone that was in the game with me that I did that, and he just said, idiot. Then he explained that I had missed out on one of the best quest lines in the game, and that made the Black Rose very sad. But eventually, I started a new playthrough and amended that terrible mistake I made, so it all worked out in the end. Now, as we're wrapping up here, I have some channel announcements. The next major benchmark I'm looking forward to is 10,000 subscribers, and when I reach that goal, I'm going to send out a poll and have you guys vote on a video idea for me to make. The choices are what happens to the original Dawnguard, what's making the fog worse in Far Harbor, the truth behind the Great Serpent Volume 2, a Shalador's Secrets kind of thing. It's the complete version of what I found during my investigation into Kanarik that I did for the 5.
I don't know if I ever picked the Red Guard. I don't know if I picked a few different ones. I know I picked the elf. I might have picked the Red Guard at one point, and then when I got older, I finally picked the Khajiits. But but yeah, for the most part, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Everybody think I'm gonna do it, so I'm not gonna do it. But that's interesting as fuck, bro. Of course you would do some shit like that. Let me give him a like though. See what else they got. Yeah, I don't ever want to see Josh's characters because they always be like some freak ass shit that like don't nobody need to see that type of shit.
What's wrong? None. I'm just waiting for somebody to pull up. He trying to fight me because he heard I was trying to talk to his girl. What? Yeah, he DM'd me. Talking about when I see you, I'm going to smack you and anybody who rock with you. So I dropped the location.
Smack you?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, bro, it's not going to be none of that, bro. Listen, when he pull up, I got you.
All right, bet. What you thought this was, man?
What's his name?
His name is Consequences. But yeah, he should be here soon. He should be here. Yeah. That's his nickname? Nah, birth name. What's his last name? On God. Consequences on God. Yeah. Bro, why would you mess with somebody's girl when that's their name? What does his name matter, bro? Like, that don't mean anything. Oh, like, I'm just saying, like...
Who got a problem? Who got a problem? Oh, because one of y'all said y'all wanted to face me, so what's up?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. And you say you gonna pull up and smack me, whoever rock with me. Well, my man's right here rock with me.
Oh, he rock with you. You rock with him? Nah, I rock with you.
Bro.
You rock with me.
What?
Oh, you rock with me? Sock your mans then. Sock your mans. I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry? Bro, what are you saying sorry for?
Sorry.
Bro, wait. Trey!
Now stomp him out. Yes, sir.
What the hell is your problem, bro? What is your problem, bro? Bro!
Sorry.
Bro!
Ew.
Bro!
Oh, he's saying he cracking him though. That bothers me. I don't make freak ass characters. I don't make no freak ass characters. That's Josh. Josh be playing with chicks with big ass butts and all that. But I don't do shit like that. I play a regular motherfuckers. I don't do shit like that.
Okay, guys, the back of the store is getting kind of hectic. Where's Trey? Does anybody know where Trey is? I don't know if anybody have seen him, but I told him to come do his test at the back of the store. Trey, do you have a walkie by any chance? Does Trey have a walkie on him? Trey, do you have a walkie on you? I don't know if you...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to know why are you not in the back of the store? Because I'm in the back of the store right now, and I don't see you back here.
Yeah, I was doing my task in the front of the store, like you said. So.
Okay, you're doing your task at the front of the store. I just want to know why you're not doing your task in the back of the store. That's what I just asked, because that's where I'm at right now. So.
Yeah, well, I'm not in the back of the store, because when I was in the back of the store, he told me to do the work at the front of the store. So that's where I'm at right now.
Right. I told you to work in the front of the store, but I also said to do it in the back, too. I also said to do it back here, so why are you not doing it?
Well, that's because I'm still doing the work at the front of the store. So that's why I'm at the front of the store.
Yeah, I get that, but you're not back here, which I also told you.
Well, I'm not back there because I can't be two places at once. Like, you know, humans, like, we can't physically be two places at one time. So that's why I'm not.
At this point, after I get done pointing out the flaw, like whenever I had a boss, after I get done pointing out the flaw and what you just asked me to do, if you don't say, "Oh yeah, my bad," or whatever, that's when I become a hood nigga on you. That's when I become a hood nigga. That's when I go straight to hood nigga mode. That's when I go to saying I beat the shit out your husband. I'll fuck your son up. That's when I get in that mode. That's when I get in there. And the thing is, here's the funny part. I've never had this interaction with the male as my boss. Right hand up to guys. Never happened. And when I had a male as a boss, I never got this type of condescending tone from him. I never got none of that when I had a guy as a boss. Never in my life. But when I've had some women bosses, yo, I'd be like, dog, like you gotta stop and say, does she like what? You know, so when I've had guy bosses, it's always like a mutual respect. Even though he's a guy, even though he's my boss, you know what I'm saying? So, but I've definitely had to let some women know, yo, I'll beat your husband the fuck up. Like, I'm not about, you're not about to talk to me like this. You are not going to do this. We are not doing this ever. I promise you we're not doing this. I had to do that a couple times where I had to just get like, man, bro, and the worst place it was at the nursing home. Like work, cause Bro, matter of fact, I got a nursing home story for y'all. I don't know if I ever told y'all this story. It fucked me up bad though. I was a social worker at the nursing home, and I had to go around. I think one of my coworkers was off, so I had to interview one of her guys on her floor. And the guy was like, I think he might have been demented. I'm not sure, but I had to interview him. And when I interviewed him, he ended up saying that he wanted to unalive himself. I asked him a question. And he said, yes, I want to unalive. Like, he said this. And I repeated it. Now, granted, he's not the best English speaker, but I had to ask this question. I then went and got a Spanish-speaking coworker there. It was a woman. She came and she asked him, and he had said the same thing. Right? Yeah, I think he said the same thing, I think. And then I had to write all this down. Whenever a client says they want to hurt themselves, it's a whole lot of paperwork to go into it. So then the next day, the nurse that ran the floor, they caught an attitude with me for doing it because of the paperwork. They were like, well, Baron, why would you do that if you know he da-da-da? I said, I'm told to go up there and ask those questions. My job is to ask those questions. And if he answers the question in that way, I was told this is how I'm supposed to respond to it. This is what I was told. Because if he tells me this, right, and then he hurts himself, y'all gonna come to me and say, Baron, did you hear anything? Well, Baron, that's just not smart. I said, hold on. I don't know who y'all talking to, but we not doing none of this. I said, we not doing none of this. And as soon as I get to that point, right, this is why I get mad with this shit. This is when I lose it. As soon as I get there, right, as soon as I get there, my tone raises a little bit, right? As soon as I get there, whoa, Baron, we don't want to go there. We don't want to. Nah. That's not what you just did. That's not what you just did. But ultimately, they were mad at me because I did my job and it was going to require more paperwork. And I learned this, and I assumed that at first, right? And it wasn't until a black woman there, older black woman there, and every older black woman that I've ever worked with kind of always starts to mother me. They all do it. It happens all the time. She said, Baron, you know the reason they got mad is because they didn't want to do the paperwork. You know, next time you got to make sure you navigate it the right way, but they just didn't want to do the paperwork. So that kind of happens. They catch attitudes when they got to do extra paperwork. You know, and that pissed me off. And then I learned something about me. I learned to just kind of talking with my mom. Granted, my mom she ain't pissed me off or nothing. I just threw a conversation with my mom. And the reason why I get so triggered when women go out their way to like irritate me or piss me off is because I feel handicapped. And this is fucked up. I feel handicapped. Right? And the reason I feel handicapped is because I know this cannot become physical. I know it can't become physical. Even though I have I can articulate myself well enough to, you know, I got this. I got this on me. I can do that. Right? I'm gonna shut up on this topic. Nah, Josh, speak your piece. Speak your piece. I know I can articulate myself here, but it triggered me to no end because I know it can't get physical. Right? Because I know I can't get physical. And this goes back to a lot of trauma, right? It goes back to one, getting the shit beat out of me by my dad, which then teaches you that force, right? Which teaches you that force, right, is like an appropriate measure when you disagree with somebody. One. And two, I had some women in my life put their hands on me. And it was really nothing I can do. Right? So these are triggered responses, which obviously I've worked through. I'm still, you know, I've worked through in therapy and still work through. But those are triggered responses. Because I've had women put their hands on me. There's nothing I can do. And then two, by the way my dad disciplined me excessively, it taught me that force right? It taught me that force, like physical force, is the way you get your point across when someone disrespects you or anything like that. So, bro, it triggered me to no fucking end when they all, bro, because they all ganged up on me. I said, yo, who y'all talking to, bro? Like, I was tight. I was tight, bro. I hate that you framing it like that, Rich. But no, that shit, like, it killed me, dog. It killed me. Because it happened to me a couple times, and every time I feel powerless. Like, I just feel powerless.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, I'm a human too, so I get that trick. My thing is that you're just not in the back of the store doing the task that I assigned to you, but you're in the front.
But the thing is, I can't physically be at the back of the store if I don't get done the task at the front of the store. I can't do the task at the front and the task at the back, and then you expect me.
You can spank it. You really can't do that now. Can't really spank a kid now. I had no intentions of ever spanking a child, but you can't really do it now.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. You think I asked you all this extra shit? You thought I asked you all that? I don't need a documentary on you. I don't need a documentary on you, nigga. When I tell you to do something, you do it. Okay? When I tell you to do something, you do it. Say something. Did you just exhale, nigga? Did you just exhale? Say something. Say something. Quick. You can't in this economy, huh? Exactly. So shut the hell up. Now, I told you to be in the back of the store. And that's just final.
Yeah, the thing is, I just don't think that you're, like, literally understanding that I can't be two places at once. So I have to get done everything you want to get done up here while also trying to be back there. And back there isn't even my initial job, like, responsibilities. Like, my responsibilities is none at the front of the store, so I can't do what I'm supposed to do at the front of the store while also doing extra tasks.
Okay, everybody, I'm sorry, I have an announcement. Sorry to interrupt everybody's shopping, but I just want everybody to know that if you see a bitch ass nigga not working in the front of the store, I need you to report him to the bed. He needs to come to the bed. We're going to get him back to work, because obviously he doesn't like doing that, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you see a bitch ass nigga, please report him to me in the back of the store. Thank you.
Damn, that shit bring up a lot of shit, dog. Bring up so many moments and memories, bro. So many. Don't let me get another 9 to 5. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna go in that bitch looking for it. I swear to God, I'm gonna go looking for it. Don't let me end up in another 9 to 5 for any reason. Getting their heart broken once. Oh shit.
No, for real, I'm gonna call you back.
I'm gonna run downstairs right quick. I got a question though. What changed about you after you got your heart broken the first time? What changed? niggas got more perspective of red flags and started to listen more when people talk. I don't think I could ever love a shorty again. I only have love for her. Ooh. Ooh. Are these things you guys carried on, or these are things that y'all just, those were like in the moment situations?
No, for real, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay, you better. I'll talk to you later.
All right. I'm not calling her back, bro.
Oh.
I'm not tired of dogging these girls.
Oh, man.
Like, this is literally all you do. You not ready to get into a relationship yet? Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not getting into no relationship again, bro.
When was the last
That's
time?
done.
I never seen
That's
you in a
done.
relationship.
Bro, when was the last...
In kindergarten, bro. In kindergarten.
Yeah, I don't think highly of humans in modern romantic situations. We all selfish, godless heathens. I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't realize how fucked up I was until I was single for 5 years. like, I'm gonna just be honest. That's when I said, yo, I'm kind of like, a part of me been ducking relationships. Like, if I'm being honest, excuse me, a part of me's been ducking relationships a little bit. Like I'll mess with a cute chick on Tinder or a cute chick on Hinge or whatever. I drag that talking stage out so fucking far. Or I'll just stop. Or they'll stop. And I was like, damn. You know? That's crazy, man. Then I find myself entertaining a situation that I know I can't. That's probably not going to be good for me. Like I realized the part of me I feel like I ain't shit for saying this, but I be like, there's a part of me in my soul. Like I obviously, like, you gotta do the work, you gotta figure you out. But there's a part of me in my soul, bro, that like, I think most women be hoes, bro. I just do. I be thinking they just living. So I don't be trusting most of them. I don't trust most of them. Very few women I've met that I'm like, yeah, I trust this person. Very few, man. Like, I got my own toxic way. Bro, I had this toxic thing. It's not really toxic, but it is toxic. So I'll give you an example. I told Rich about it. I don't know if I told you about it, Josh. I was talking to a girl one time. Bro. And once she was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to bed. Bro, this girl ain't never go to bed at no 8 o'clock. But she was like, I'm about to go to bed. I'll talk to you later. And me and her have been talking for like maybe a month at this point. And bro, I swear to God, bro, I said, yo, something don't feel right. So I download, the Text Now apps. And I text her from the Text Now app, like, and I say, yo, I'm about to pull up. Bro, she texted that number back 7 times in a row? Who is this that she called it? Who is it? Let me get dressed first. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, oh shit. I just hit that one text. What you doing? I'm gonna pull up. That's all I text. I just left it there from the fake number. And I was like, what? I said, what? Like, that shit blew my mind. That shit had me like, I wanted to pull out every strand of red hair I had. I was like, and I just like, oh man. Oh, wow. It's like, oh man. And just for those who will probably see this video and think me and her were physical at this point. We were really like we almost were a couple. Like, so this wasn't no, I met her last week.
was when. She broke my heart, bro. It started in recess. I raced the fastest boy in the class, and I lost.
For those that see this video and empathize and defend whole behavior, kindly fuck off. No, I really feel that, bro. I can't tell how many times I told stories like on my TikTok especially, and a woman to come in there and like defend it, like, oh well, that wasn't bad. I'm like, yo, she had sex with another man on my birthday. Like, she was my girlfriend. What do you mean it wasn't bad? Like, some of the shit I see online, I'm like, yo, how can you defend this? How can you defend this? Like, when dudes fuck up, I'm like, he fucked up. Like, I'm not about to defend it. Like, he fucked up. Like, he's wrong. I'm like, nah, he's wrong. There's no other way around. He's wrong. He's wrong. Like, yo, you will never hear me defend someone who is objectively wrong. I don't give a fuck who they are. If they my homie or something like that, I'm not going to defend them publicly. I'm not going to shit on them publicly. But I definitely let them know behind closed doors if this is a personal homie or somebody I consider a brother. But I'm never going to defend someone that's wrong. I'm never going to get someone else that's wrong. I'm never going to do that. I think it's bullshit. So Mar, what's up? I think it's bullshit, bro. I just think it's bullshit through and through. I just do.
That time later that day, she gonna lay down with him. In front of my face, like, you can't trust these thoughts, bro. She just laid there, smiling in her sleep. I bet she felt like a woman that day. For real. Bro, I don't think she felt like that. I don't think she felt like a woman, bro. Yes, she did. And I promised myself, ever since that day, I was gonna do everything fast. I leave girls fast. I drive fast. I walk fast. I come fast. Cause ain't nobody ever gonna be faster than me again. This cool though. I'm over it for real. I'm over it, bro. And I pray for her downfall every night. She gonna get what's coming to her. These thoughts, bro. You just can't trust them.
Listen, man, first things first, man, they say it's NBA training camp time. Young Nacho, they pulled up the old footage, man. They got you doing the ISO right here, you know what I'm saying? And they said this was me in the Hawk suit, so now I'm involved in your problems.
Shout out to my dog here, man. Man, I had a bunch of dancing videos my rookie year. They made me dance every game like in the circle. They like, circle. Go, you know, Josh and them, go, we gonna popcorn your shit. You better dance right now. I used to be doing all type of stupid ass dance.
So that's where he came back at you was like, dance. Yeah,
He put trauma on me.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just think it's bad, man. I don't think nothing's okay about that, in my opinion. Like, I just don't think nothing's all right about that. Like, I think it's all, like, if somebody is objectively wrong, they're wrong. Like, you know, I think that I think I think that when we look at stuff that, you know, is objectively, this is dope. Can't use your arms. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's really dumb.
Yeah, so what's going on, bro? You never pull up randomly like this, so what's up? Kim, she just left me for somebody else. Oh, what? She left you for another nigga? I already had suspicions before that she was cheating on me. Cause I seen her texting a nigga. She lied and said it was a childhood friend. Wow. I don't know. Wow. You know, I'm gonna get over it. I just let's blow up her house. I mean, like, fuck it. Like, let's blow up her house today. Like, we both off. We don't got work. Like, we free all day. Like, let's blow up her house.
Nah, bro.
Hold on, let me call my niggas, man. We gonna get this set up.
That's like, we don't got...
Yo.
What's going on?
Code 54. Yo.
Word. I got you.
Get everybody to meet up.
Yo.
All right. Yeah. Tell me more about her. She got a cat.
Why you need to know if she got a cat? Like,
tell me like anything like she loves that breathes.
Listen, yo, none of that is needed.
Nah,
right?
nigga,
like,
it ain't cool, nigga. It ain't cool. After everything you did for her.
If you watch a video you don't like, dislike it and delete it from your watch history. Hurt to upload as much as possible. I would never do that. I just wouldn't watch it again. I'm not about hurting nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a creator, you out here creating, man, I give credit for that. You know? So I'm not gonna try to like hurt the creator. You know, it ain't that deep. I swear it ain't that deep.
What's that nigga name that she talked to?
Yeah, I don't think I remember.
Oh, bro, like, you was up in the messages. I know you remember the name. You don't forget nothing like that. What was his name?
I don't know if I've told y'all this. My y'all know my ex-girlfriend Adia. My ex-girlfriend Adia cheated on me with a rapper. Tall light-skinned dude. And for like 2 months I hated all tall light-skinned niggas. Nah, I'm not into that, bro.
His name is Dre.
Your name is Trey. Is she gonna mess with a nigga named Dre?
Yeah, I mean, that was probably like a coincidence, bro.
She gonna mess with a nigga who name rhyme with yours?
I mean, like, it's not.
That's so extra, man. That's so extra, man. That's so extra. A shout out to I don't know how to pronounce your name, Shell Fee. Shout out to Fee for the follow over here on Twitch. I appreciate that big time, major appreciate that.
Not my name though. Like, his got a D, mine's got like a T, so it's not.
Shelf life, okay. It looked blurry to me. My bad. Appreciate that. Okay, appreciate you following me, homie.
Yo, hey, listen, man. It's all good.
She thinks she can replace you?
It's cool. Like, I'm just trying, like, you know.
This the young boy cry. This the young boy crying face.
Leave the past in the past. You know, like, move.
You gonna leave her soul in the past? How about that? Leave her soul in the past with a pistol where her tooth is. Pleading for her life, she ain't know that it's useless. 10 niggas run up in her crib like we ruthless. Let the bullets eat her body up like it's ruthless.
Why are you rapping? All right, yo, listen, stop. It's getting too intense, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
No, it ain't good. Cause you a good guy. You a good guy.
He sound like the evil Mask from The Mask. When Jim Carrey, the other Mask, the evil nigga, when he picked the mask, he sound like him. Nah, man, like. What's this meme? I don't know. What's his name? His name is Trey Rags. TRARAGS. I don't know, man. I feel like we are just a whole bunch of individuals who've been through some trauma, and we got to heal from that shit, man. 'Cause there's great women out here. That's what I say. There's great women out here. It's great when you sad. Sad from what? I don't speak English. Okay, I mean,
Walmart. I can't even begin to like stress to you how much going to Walmart feels like going through a portal to hell, bro. Every time I step into that establishment, bro, I feel like I need to get a blick or something. Walmart might actually be the most diabolical establishment. I can't even begin to tell you the pain and agony that rips through my veins when I have to go get groceries on the daily, bro.
Hey, leave if you don't like it. Look, now you fucking running into me. Are you serious? Go somewhere.
I swear to you, I've never seen a store feel more like Silent Hill. Or an episode of like Courage the Cowardly Dog. If gas stations are Gotham City, then Walmart is hell. There's two sides to the Walmart shopper, all right? You got the pedestrian. This guy just wants to go get his groceries and get home to his loving family, all right? These people aren't a problem. They're in there for the same reason as you. Looking at these nice families and they're just in there shopping with each other. But there's another side to Walmart, bro.
The fuck?
I'm gonna call this shit the witching hour, all right? Most normal Walmart shoppers have figured out what time of the day is safe to go to Walmart. What time of the day you'll never get switched down, bro. When I think about Walmart, bro, I think about Minecraft, all right? Because in Minecraft, the minute that sun goes down, my boy, it's over for you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, a zombie
the fuck?
Plated in gold armor wouldn't even be anything crazy compared to the type of shit you just already see in Walmart, bro.
Which place do you think the most ratchet shit happens? In Walmart or McDonald's?
Just the other day, bro. The whole reason I'm even making this video is because there was a girl, bro, grown woman, running around Walmart, bro, with a binky in her mouth, acting like a baby. What? But the craziest part to me is, bro, you just walked away. And that's just how Walmart has you sometimes, bro. Sometimes you just see some crazy shit and you walk away and you think to yourself, man, this is the type of crazy ass shit I see at Walmart. And you continue on with your day. Me and my fellow scientists refer to this as Walmesian psychosis, right? After a certain amount of time spent at Walmart, you will inevitably become numb to the Walmart activities that you see, to the point where you'll have no problem with it. But recently, bro, my eyes been twitching. Something's going on here. I gotta get to the bottom of this. And I started looking around. And I'm realizing the amount of crazy shit I see at Walmart on the dailies. On some Batman shit, bro, it's at the point where I feel like I'm gonna just travel the globe learning different martial arts and shit to understand what's going on in Walmart, bro. There's definitely like 3 different situations that made me make this video, but one of them that really just pissed me off this time. I'm in the produce area, getting some vegetables, being on my healthy shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a true visionary, so I'm there, and I walk away from my cart to get one of those little bags you throw the fruit in, right? This lady runs up, right? Like, I don't know if Ho thought she was Solid Snake, bro, but she tried to jack
jacked my cart behind my back. Luckily, I was still like within arm's reach and shit, and I grabbed the metal part. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And she was like, oh, I thought this was my cart. Yeah, I highly doubt you thought this was your cart, bro. You just seen me walk away from this shit. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was your cart. All right, you're good. Just like, you know, it's like, don't ever try that shit again, bro. I'm like, what are you talking about? Fast forward, I'm in self-checkout, right? And yes, I do sometimes be stealing at self-checkout, right? So there's this like unsuspecting
You can't just sneak that in there. You can't just sneak that in there.
lady, right? She has no idea the crime that's about to be committed against her, right? She's at self-checkout too, and she gets her first item out of the cart, right? I'm literally right next to this lady. The minute she pushes her cart away, bro, this lady from earlier charges that shit on some Mission Impossible shit, and she dead runs straight for the exit, right? And she gets outside too. She made it outside, but I think she like immediately got stopped by security afterwards. You know, and it was at that moment that I realized our interaction earlier was completely fake. She knew that was my cart, first of all, and she decided that it was particularly fuck me and she was gonna steal my shit. And it's like, I had the last 3 avocados, bro. If you would have stolen my shit, it would have ruined my entire day. If that was just one situation that I just could brush off myself and not think about, I'd be like, all right, that was just one crazy ass lady. But it's not, all right? That's not even close to the worst shit that's happened in Walmart while I've been inside of it, bro. For some, pause, heavily pause. But for some reason, it's always on demon time every time I step in those fucking electronic opening doors, bro. The last time I was in Walmart, there was this lady screaming for her life, bro, somewhere near like the pharmacy area, right? And I gotta go over there because my little fucking face wash is over there. So I walk over, bro, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs, talking about, you're not gonna take my babies. And for a second, I wondered if the Walmart pharmacy was, you know.
Wow. Walmart is a wild place.
But then I realized this lady might just actually be on crack. So I walk away, and the entire time I spent shopping, I had like a big ass grocery list I had to get, right? She was crazy, and she was just screaming about her children that she believed Walmart had taken. You know, it's got me thinking, like, what is Walmart up to? What do they have in their building that causes this type of behavior, right? You got people saying their children are being taken. You got the girl that was an adult with the pinky in her mouth. I have to wonder, what if there's some sort of underground secret going on at Walmart? You guys ever seen the Jordan Peele movie Us? Remember that shit? That could be Walmart, bro. You never know. It always seems like the craziest characters, like type of people that you would assume are clones of individuals who've lost their minds, always happen to be at Walmart. The only theory I really even have is just that there must be some sort of ancient witch working at Walmart. She must be underground, right? Casting spells and doing shit like that, because there's no explanation for the type of random insane shit you see at Walmart. I don't know if it's like the way the lights are constructed, the logo, what it is, but something brings these people to them, right? The demons, all right? The monsters that get dragged in, the Walmart ghouls, all right? Same energy as the demons that packed out Joe. They want nothing but to feast on your soul. If you've ever seen the movie I Am Legend, that vampiric dark energy, all right, that's the same energy these demons carry, bro. I've seen these individuals fight, stab, hiss at people like fucking Orochimaru. When I was young, bro, one of my first times ever at Walmart, I saw this crackhead who looked like that chop nigga from Lord of the Rings. What's his name? Smeagol. And he was just staring at me, smiling, bro. I looked around and
Walmart is a place, man.
Everything, bro, but I was the only person around. He was definitely just staring at me, smiling, right? And at this adult age I'm at now, bro, I look at this shit like a divine warning, right? God was trying to tell me what goes on in Walmart. But like I said, though, I do be stealing in Walmart. Does that make me one of those demons? Am I no better than those that I've criticized? Nah.
No, you just as bad.
I think they're pretty fucking crazy, bro. You see, Walmart is a store that exists outside the border of race and class. You will see every type of individual on the planet acting beyond human comprehension, doing things that you might feel like are illogical or make absolutely no sense given the context. But these people are not functioning off the normal brain, right? These people are infected with the Walmart chemical, right? And when the Walmart chemical enters their body, there's nothing they can do. They have to absolutely act like hooligans no matter who they are. I've seen old men acting like crazed individuals. I've seen babies being crazy in Walmart. Babies. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw somebody get jumped by a gang of babies outside of Walmart. It would not surprise me. I don't want to sit here and say
that would be the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. A gang of babies jumping somebody would be the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
That Walmart's the worst possible place to go to, because I'm sure there are actually way worse places than Walmart. My only problem with Walmart is like, it's so local. It's a very local reminder of the type of people that are around you. and at any point could just walk up and shank you for no reason. Real spill. I don't know, sometimes, bro, the world can be a little scary, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people who linger and lurk around the, you know, darkest corners definitely live around you. And you know, sometimes it's hard to make that decision. Sometimes it's like there's just cheaper shit at Walmart and you could go there and get shit you want. You get a whole cart and not even have to drop $100, bro. And for a cheap nigga like myself, sometimes that's actually a very viable option. However, though, sometimes it may just not be worth it with the fact that, like, I can't even shop in peace, bro. There might be somebody out there who's trying to, like, I don't know, take me for my J's, or there might just be somebody so mildly inconvenient that it ruins my entire shopping trip. And I'm petty like that, bro. That might just ruin my trip and I might just go home and hop on Black Ops or some shit, bro. I don't know, like, I don't know, bro. All I'm trying to say is Walmart is the dong and the butt and potentially even the balls as well, bro. Like, I'm not trying to ever... Alright, bro, I gotta go, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next video, bro. As you see, gang, we about 30 followers away from that booty reveal, right? So, make sure y'all follow up, right? TikTok and shit coming soon, and I will catch y'all in the next...
The booty reveal? The fuck you mean by booty reveal? Watch Hitman Agent 47 trailer 1. I was about to sub to his shit. He kind of like lost it when he said that shit. Booty reveal?
Why don't we start with your name?
47.
That's not a name.
No, but it is mine.
What exactly are you?
An assassin.
And you're here to kill who?
You should really let me go.
Last time I checked, you're the one locked in here with me, and I'm the one with the gun.
No, Mr. Sanders. You're locked in here with me, and you just brought me mine. Look, I know this is gonna sound strange, because it is. He's an engineered human being. Stronger. Faster. More intelligent than normal people. They're called agents.
What does any of this have to do with me?
Your father started the agent program. He knows their weakness. You're the key to finding your father.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't remember wanting. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember it. Like right now, I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know if I've seen it before. Let me see. That's when the bullets like go on like a circle and shit, right? Yeah, I did. I seen this. I don't remember it though. I don't remember this. I did see it, but I do not remember it at all. And I remember that part. I remember that part of it. The fuck?
After 5 years on the road, I came home to bury my mother. CRASH put a target on my back.
I ain't about to play that game with y'all. I ain't about to play that game with y'all. Those niggas is crazy on the internet. They some wild niggas on the internet, man. They wild. But all right, y'all, I'm hopping off. They wild as fuck for that. They almost had me about to sit back and watch that shit. They wild. All right, y'all. Rich, I love you.